This is The Gorge. It's a podcast where my friends and I get together and we gorge ourselves on what's happening in the world of video games and entertainment.
The Gorge is brought to you by Patreon. That's patreon.com/thegorge, where we're
doing stuff.
We're doing stuff with it. We're working things out. Watch this space. If you donate to the Patreon, you get to hear our TTRPG podcast and all of our other bonus content. Let's just say that for now.
Yeah.
But what we can tell you for free is that if you give us $10, you'll get special access to a channel in the Discord where Sara posts pictures of her beautiful animals. And if you give us an amount of money less than that, currently you will get some smattering of content that is adjacent to the show.
That's correct.
But in the future, we will probably streamline this somewhat so that the content you get is much easier for us to describe in terms of value per.
That's correct.
Let's in tribute to the Silver Age comics that inspired the reboot. Donate to our Patreon, or this gorilla will die.
That's right. Cough up the dollars, or I'm dead meat.
And I'm Daniel.
And I'm Daniel. You don't want Grape Gorilla's comic to get canceled, do you?
My buddy Daniel is also here, and if you don't give us money, he'll also die.
I'll be dead-yol.
All of this and more at patreon.com/thegorge.
The Gorge. Not just patreon.com.
No, that'd be really funny if did
Just go to
gorilla.
patreon.com and give someone $2 to $10, and we've got you covered.
Don't worry.
Why did you write a $10,000 check to Patreon?
I like their business. I just want them to have a little walking around money.
If you want to write a $10,000 check to the Gorge Podcast,
by all means.
Don't, but thanks.
No, do. Please. If you want to cut us a $10,000, we will literally play anything you want if you give us $10,000. Like, it doesn't matter what it is.
Marvel Rivals will sell out.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll play Marvel Rivals. I'll be really bad at Marvel Rivals for like a week straight.
Yes. Oh my god.
If you are capable of paying me enough to work full-time just streaming your slop, I will stream your slop.
That's correct.
We have no
principles. I don't care how bad it is.
This is just a roundup episode.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
All right.
Roundup episode.
Yeah.
Roundup episode.
Who wants to go first?
Hold on. I gotta pull up my list. I'm keeping track of things like a good girl, so that when the end of the year comes and I have to remember everything I did over the course of a whole year, I don't just immediately forget all of it. So
she's making a list, checking it twice. Saber Samram likes to eat rice.
That's true, because I did play more Samurai Remnant, in fact.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, no. I guess that's why I'll start then. I got all the way up to. I started Chapter 5 of Samurai Remnant, so I'm almost done with the first playthrough of that game, thank God.
Yes, you are in the last chapter of the game, as I recall.
That game is good as fuck.
I'm glad.
It is, I will say, you can just watch this one on YouTube, folks. Like, it is a very YouTubeable video game, because I do not enjoy the act of playing Fate Samurai Remnant, like, at all.
No, it's, like, look... It's probably better than Extella. That's a low bar.
Yeah, the bar is in hell.
Yeah, I ended up just doing that after fun, annoying thing happened to me, which is, did you know that the Windows 11 version of, like, just because of how things work on it, the Windows 11 can't play Samurai Remnant because it will not give you a save file. You just don't have one. You have to raw dog it in one go.
That seems that can't possibly be right.
There is a, like, for whatever reason, the Windows 11, like, reads a typo in the save file and cannot access it and deletes it. If you create the save file and start up again, you will come back to it and it is gone.
Interesting.
So I just went, I'm just going to fucking watch it. I'm done trying to get Fate to work on any platform I own.
Just watch it. That's fair. That game is really good, though. I like it a lot. I am looking forward to, despite the fact that I am going at this at a glacial pace. I do want to do the additional routes and stuff.
How many hours did you say you're already into it?
30, about 30. I checked my
Yeah,
save last night, actually.
I will say, at the very least, you will get the other 2 endings in less time than it takes you to get your first, guaranteed.
Good to know. And then I might do the DLC. I don't know. I know that one of them has a young Yagyu in it, and I'm actually kind of interested in that. So
I think I'm the only person on the Gorge who has played that entire game and has not touched a single one of the DLCs.
Okay.
Because I played this on PlayStation originally, and I got rid of my entire PlayStation before literally any of the DLCs came out.
That's fair.
So I just haven't made time to play through the entire game again on PC because as Sarah mentioned, it's not particularly fun to play.
There's not a lot of joy in just the act of playing the video game, right? This would be going a lot faster if it had a battle system that was at all acceptable. It does not. So
it kind of sounds like it's one of those games where it kind of creeps up on you that you're not enjoying playing it.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, it's Fate. It's cool. Like it's an action RPG Fate game in a different continuity with different interpretations of characters. Then you're
sure.
Oh.
It's still a Koei Tecmo game.
It's a Koei Tecmo game. It's bombastic enough that you start the game thinking, well, I'm just having my beginning of the game friction.
Exactly.
But I know this will warm up on me eventually.
No.
And then you get past the friction and you're like, no, actually, it's just not very good.
It's just not very good because there's just so many little things that just make it unfun. Because of its nature as a Muso game, or not. It's not really a Muso game, but it is a Muso game. You just get interrupted constantly. It's not it's hard to break enemies' stance. There's just a bunch of little weird things, right? Why'd you make it this way?
It reminds me almost of a version of Okami that doesn't have the drawing component.
There's no the best way I can describe the battle system in Fate Samurai Remnant is that it is literally impossible to get into any kind of a flow. Right?
Ooh, okay.
Where, when a battle system clicks with you and you understand its ebb and flow and suddenly it's like poetry, it rhymes.
Yeah.
It is impossible to find any kind of a flow in Samurai Remnant just by its very nature. So I don't recommend playing it, but I like the plot a lot. And I like these characters a lot. So I do highly recommend watching it on YouTube. Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
And I will say again, from my experience, and I'm sure we'll talk about this next roundup by the time Sarah has actually finished the game. I really like this experience as a Fate story quite a lot. I don't think the game is very good, but it really does make up for it with just the cast is great, the art is great. It's an immensely charming game and story. It's just that it doesn't play very well.
No, unfortunately, that's kind of the big drawback. But it has so much character into it. You could just see if, God willing, they make another one of these kind of Fate action games. It's just the smallest things could make this a real 10 out of 10 video game. Right?
God, I hope so.
God, I hope
that
so.
Always
this game did really well. So.
Well, I was going to say, apparently it's a weird thing where what I've heard from people post facto is that the launch day performance was really good, especially internationally.
Sure.
But it had a really short tail relative to what Koei Tecmo was expecting.
I buy that. I totally buy that because because it was it's not very fun to play.
Yeah, so it's it sold really well early on, but they didn't overall sell as much as they were hoping it would, apparently. Sure. Which is sad.
That makes sense though, because a lot of these Koei Tecmo's warrior games, Muso games are kind of perfect forever games, fucking One Piece, right?
Yeah.
One Piece Pirate Warriors is just you just put more DLC characters in that forever and it's a forever game. This does not lend itself to that very well, especially because I cannot imagine playing Samurai Remnant just for the fun of playing Samurai Remnant, right? So because of that, I can see why it doesn't have a tail the way other Koei Tecmo games do. So, that makes sense, unfortunately.
Mr. Koei Tecmo guy who really loves Miyamoto Musashi, I know you're listening to me. I have a suggestion for you that will make you a fatillion dollars, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You do this exact game, warts and all, bad game and all, but you make it a actual direct FGO adaptation with the excuse of this lets us just make it Xenoverse.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I was just about to say, what you do is you do a Muso game that is a summer event.
Right.
An FGO summer event where the thing is, oh, we got dropped down into this gigantic free-for-all team battle thing.
Mm-hmm.
Make Fate Saber Wars.
There you go.
Only way.
Please. Fuck, that would be so sick. I would
Or,
kill
again,
for a
Koei
Fate Saber Wars game.
Or Koei Tecmo, a very different suggestion, but seriously, you do need to make Nabu's Ambition. It is the only way.
Yeah, I would like to play a strategy game, but you're playing as all of the dumbass characters from the Gura Gura events, right? Yeah. So, please. There's so many things you could do.
Please. Please let me play a game as Summer Blackbeard.
Please.
In a completely different but semi-related tangent, I think it'd be really funny if FGO, by virtue of having using the gods as the excuse for it, they get included in the next iteration of Super Robot Wars.
That'd be so funny.
That would be funny.
Why not?
Why not?
Why
not? Yeah, go for it.
Pit the Gurren Lagann against fucking Orion.
Mm-hmm.
Put Artemis in there. Put Zeus in there.
It's fine.
Do it.
There's so much you can do.
Put Mecha Elizabeth in there.
Listen, that's
what I'm saying.
I would forgive a lot. Like, in my heart of hearts, I know whatever next FGO gacha is coming after FGO finally finishes this year. In my heart of hearts, I know it's going to be a Hoyoverse type game, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I've made peace with it. I'm going to play it because I'm stupid. I am going to play it, and that's okay. Because listen to me, if you make it like Xenoverse, where you can make your own character and shit, and like just run around like that, oh god, so much money. You would win. You could do it. You could do it.
You can totally do that. I already know how it would work because I played a game where this is how it works. It's a Hoyoverse style gacha. It's not a very good game, to be clear.
Sure.
But it's a Hoyoverse style gacha called Tower of Fantasy.
Yes.
And it does
I remember you telling us about that.
Yes, it does something I very like. My problem with the Hoyoverse gacha is fundamentally, it will give you two gachas every time. One is for the characters who are cool as fuck, and one is for the weapons that are boring, but you need them because they're part of how the character works or whatever. Right. And like, it sucks because it's like the most exploitative it's ever been, right? Tower of Fantasy goes, well, you're playing a create a character, so like you use your create a character. The things that you pull are the weapons, or in this case, the noble phantasms. And they have their own, their own movesets attached to them because they're unlike like Genshin, they're actually all unique weapons with unique weapon sets, right? Sure. Like with unique movesets, right? And the idea is, if you want to use the character who's attached to that noble phantasm, you can just apply them as a skin override to your character. It's fine.
See.
But otherwise, you could basically be, and like the idea would be that your gacha protagonist is sort of like a false Emiya type with their own version of Unlimited Blade Works, right? Where they're able to perfectly imitate the noble phantasms from across
I
the
love
ages.
this idea.
I was just thinking about a creative character, and I just love the idea that you have two separate categories for hair. One is like the regular hair, and the other one denotes what kind of ahoge you have to denote whether or not you're a Saber knockoff or an Elizabeth.
For sure.
The character creator actually requires you to have ahoge. It's very controversial.
They won't let you advance without one.
They need you to understand that your player character is textually an idiot.
Like the idea being that you have different ones to denote which type you are.
Totally.
And you don't have a voice character, you don't have like a voice thing because it's attached to the ahoge.
I see.
You're
like Yusta Swinner.
you can turn off like a lot of things. Like you can turn off like like no hair. You can have like no eyebrows, no facial hair, all that. You cannot turn the ahoge off.
But like,
Yeah.
like if you get the Liz type one, you just are constantly shrieking and singing off key.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Once you're late game, you can actually use it like to command the Buster Legion to attack your enemies.
Yay!
Yay! But yeah, no. I guess I've been playing. Like I said, I played Samurai Remnant. That game is good. I finally watched Die Buster. Speaking of,
Yeah,
That's right.
I finally watched Die Buster with Saturn because I missed it because of shit happening. That was the day I got a flat tire. That's right, and it was a huge ordeal. And I was just like, just watch Die Buster without me. I'll catch up with it. We finally caught up. It's good. I still like Gunbuster more.
That's correct.
I just like Gunbuster more. I think Die Buster is very pretty, but it is nowhere near as beautiful as Gunbuster, which is the most beautiful anime I've ever seen in my life. So like, but I enjoyed it a lot. I really liked it. I think it was very cute and really fun. It is a more coherent story. Like, I understand what Saturn's saying. Like, it's way more of just like, oh, this is a plot that goes like in a linear fashion, whereas Gunbuster is like spread across like so much time it's absurd. But like, that's kind of why I like Gunbuster more, is because it's fucking weird.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's fantastic. But I like Die Buster a lot. I liked all the characters. I like that Imaishi has revealed himself to be a fraud. He's a hack and fraud. Every single time I'm watching fucking Die Buster, and I'm like, you're just watching it. You're like, oh, he just took all, because he's not the director of Die Buster, but he's like the,
he's the mechanical designer.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, you can just see he like saw Die Buster and was like, wait a second. We can just do this again. We can just make it again.
Yeah. Well, because I think his only major things that he did before Die Buster, if I recall correctly, is he directed a single episode of FLCL, which is the one where the government agents get repeatedly put into South Park style parodies. Because it is.
Of course it is.
That's the Imaishi episode.
Yeah.
Of course.
And then I believe he directed Dead Leaves before that in 1999.
Oh, that makes sense.
But aside from those two things, I think this is his literal first important thing he did, and then immediately was the main director on Gurren Lagann after it, which is the most yeah, Die Buster was good. Let's just do that again. That's just good.
It's incredible how much Gurren Lagann is just, let's do Die Buster again.
The only times it isn't Die Buster is because it's not Imaishi doing Die Buster. It's so the longtime editor for the guy who wrote Getter Robo. He died 2 years before Gurren Lagann happened. And the editor knew how it was going to end. So he worked with Gainax to basically finish Getter Robo with this alternate universe story called Gurren Lagann.
I see.
Yeah.
So anytime you're like, that's not a Die Buster thing, that's why.
That's so
I
funny.
think you can master key most of Gurren Lagann by just Imaishi going, man, Die Buster was really good, but I do wish it was straight.
I do wish it was, and it's like, oh.
And then later you
get.
But then the thing is, later you get to Kill la Kill, and you go and you get Imaishi going, I realized my mistake with Gurren Lagann. It needed to be lesbian again.
It needed to be gay. Yeah.
And then he's just like, you know what? I realized I should have done something different and actually iterated on this concept. And so he went and did Promare, which is the other kind of gay.
Yeah.
It's so true, actually.
I will also say it has been revelatory going through Utena, and now just going Kill la Kill's just Die Buster Utena. That makes Imaishi's insane.
It's just the same. It's so funny.
Same.
It is so funny going through Utena now and just being like, wait, what the? This is just these are just Kill la Kill characters.
Imaishi is a hack fraud, but he's also a hero because he's correct to do it.
Yeah.
He's so smart to just wholesale, literally Mako Mako and Shoko is just Wakaba. Like,
Yeah, it's just the same character.
1 to 1, it's the same character, right? Like, it's amazing. He's going to jail forever.
We need more directors who are just like, yeah, this is my AU of this old anime I watched in the 80s.
Yeah, it rules. It owns. He's so smart.
It's funny because like some of my favorite things are that, because like I've told Sarah this, that like Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a Devil May Cry AU.
Right.
Yeah.
So like it's like that's how you can do that. You are totally allowed to just rip something off.
You're allowed to just take the thing you like and make an alternate version of it. It's fine.
We're allowed to iterate on good ideas and have fun with it. Please, just let's have fun with it. Can we please continue to have fun with it? I'm so tired.
Can we just have fun with things again?
It owns. It's so good. Because I haven't watched Utena since I was in college, right? Like,
yeah.
So it's been 20 years, not to date myself or anything, but it's just been incredible to watch it again, and to especially watch it right after we watched all the Gundam movies, because truly, all anime is either a Gundam or an Utena.
Yeah, that's
right?
we're coming to terms with that.
You've got to make peace with it. All anime is Gundam or Utena, and the reason why Legends of the Galactic Heroes is the best one is because it's both.
That's right.
Yes, correct.
I'm going to propose a corollary to this, because I have been thinking about it, and I do think there is one more notable addition. All anime are Gundam or Utena or Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think so. Can I also... Well, there's one I was also going to point out. If it's not one of those two, wouldn't it also be Devilman?
Oh.
Because you wouldn't have Fist of the North Star without a guy who's really obsessed with Mad Max, also obsessed over how Devilman ended.
I would say, to me, Devilman is an Utena.
That's fair.
That's bold, but I can get behind it.
Considering, actually, I shan't say. Never mind.
All I'll say is my experience so far with Utena.
You know
my experience so far with Utena is that there is a very significant component of, like, I wouldn't call it like magical realism per se, but this idea of having this very heightened narrative structure that is just treated as like kind of normal by the fiction.
Totally.
Like the upside down castle and like the weird rings and things of that nature. And, like pulling a sword out of a girl's chest. Like, it's all very heightened, but they don't balk at it too much.
Sure.
Right? And it's all part of what is nominally supposed to be a normal adjacent world? Question mark?
Yeah.
Devilman is very much the same way, where it's nominally the real world, but the devils are there. But also, you know, that's just kind of how it is.
Yeah.
I will say, Saturn, I think Dragon Ball Z is a Gundam. Insofar as it's a Gundam without any of the thought in it. As like, oh.
That's true.
They do go to space. That's true.
Gundam is about, like, fighting and what fighting does to you, and it's nominally a show made for young boys, right?
That's true.
All shonen anime is a Gundam, all shoujo anime is an Utena, right? That's it. Like Dragon Ball Z,
God, it really is just a dichotomy.
It's just the two.
Yeah.
It's truly just the two. I'm sorry.
I just need to know what the non-binary anime is.
I
guess it's Legends of the Galactic
Heroes. That's Legends of the Galactic Heroes.
Yeah, Legends of the Galactic Heroes. Yeah.
It's just both, yeah.
It is just both. You're right.
Well, you know what? You know what? Legends of the Galactic Heroes would be better if there was an episode where someone got chased by an elephant.
Legends of the Galactic Heroes would be great if in the middle of every episode, 2 random alien shadow puppets showed up to just sort of do bits for a little bit.
To just kind of comment on what's going on.
I think Space Captain Harlock counts as a predecessor to Legend of the Galactic Heroes if you're looking for something non-binary. I think that counts.
That tracks. My ex was really into Captain Harlock.
It's very aggressively, this man reeks of gender.
But I will say the works of Leiji Matsumoto are definitionally just Utena.
You are right, though. That is
See?
true.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it can all be boiled down to just the two.
It's all one of the two.
You can
look. There are
if you
two.
wanna- you have to get very reductive.
We need that Calvin and Hobbes dad comment.
Yeah.
All anime is Gundam. That's actually a great podcast. All anime is Gundam or Utena.
That's correct. That's the title. All anime is
Yeah.
Gundam or Utena. Because just watching other anime now, I'm just like, oh, this is Utena. Oh, this is Gundam. Apothecary Diaries, Utena, right?
Yeah.
What else have I watched recently?
You know what? You know what's fucks me up?
Mm-hmm.
The false pretender non-binary anime, Witch from Mercury, which is it's Gundam and Utena. It's just Utena.
It's just
Yeah,
Utena.
it's actually
Despite being a Gundam anime, it is in fact an Utena.
They made the only anime that has a char in it, but is in fact an Utena and not a Gundam.
Saturn, I would say that's not the non-binary anime. That's the false prophet anime.
Yeah. No. That's the pretender. That's the you don't need a transition, sweetie anime right there.
Yeah.
You're just a tomboy, sweetie.
I don't know.
I know. The non-binary option is Legends of the Galactic Heroes. I'm staking my claim on it right now.
That's correct.
Because it is so singularly both of those things. It's actually kind of incredible.
Because I get... Yeah, I guess.
Because here's the thing, and I'm gonna make this argument, and I'm gonna make it pretty eloquently. So the political element of Legends of the Galactic Heroes is so obviously. I mean, obviously you could almost say that Legends of the Galactic Heroes probably influenced Gundam because they came first, like those novels.
Technically, yeah.
No, they didn't.
They
did
didn't.
not.
Novels are the
No.
80s.
Gundam was 79, and those started in I think 82 or 83.
Oh damn! I thought the novels were from the 70s. Never mind.
Now,
Okay.
granted, you could say that they were inspired Gundam because of the Napoleonic Wars.
Shit.
Ultimately inspired Legends of the Galactic Heroes.
Okay, but here's my thing. This is my spiel. Is why Legends of the Galactic Heroes is the perfect hybridization of the two. Because, like, the space opera, political drama kind of elements of Legends of the Galactic Heroes are so obviously a Gundam. However, what is the biggest inspiration for Utena? That's right, Rose of Versailles.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is also very obviously a huge inspiration for Legends of the Galactic Heroes, like beautiful boys and melodrama, right? So that is why Legends of the Galactic Heroes is the perfect hybrid of the two. Also because Legends of the Galactic Heroes is just really gay too.
All anime are one of two things: upset about World War II or upset about the French in the 1800s.
Correct.
I'm trying
Have
to
a
think
nice day.
of what I've been reading or watching recently, and it's like, no, Dawn to Dawn is a Utena. Dr.
That's
Stone
right.
is a Gundam.
That's correct.
Where? Okay. I'm going as far back as I can.
Kaguya-sama Love is War is an Utena.
Oh yes, 100%.
Despite its shoujo trappings, Frieren is a Gundam.
Frieren is a Gundam. 100%.
Ooh, I have a good one. Spy Family.
Gundam. It's a Gundam.
I'm not familiar enough.
Because a lot of it boils down to all of this cool shit is happening, and Anya's going, "Wow, cool robot."
Correct.
Correct. Okay, you know what? I'll get behind that because I'm thinking you've got the Academy thing, you've got the romance angle going on here. There's some sparkly flower stuff going on here, but no, you know what? It does lean a little bit more political than.
No, it's a Gundam.
I've been thinking about it for a long enough time. Astro Boy, despite ultimately being an Utena, where it is just like a horrible concept of like the wondering what is the product of humanity and what constitutes a person's right to exist, is ultimately about how cool these fucking robots are. So it's still a Gundam.
Correct.
You know what? We've established that Legend of the Galactic Heroes is the non-binary option here. If we are inclusive of manga, I am going to nominate Chainsaw Man as the transgender example here. As Chainsaw Man Part 1 is very firmly a Gundam, Chainsaw Man Part 2
transitions
is very
aggressively
firmly
into an Utena. It's true. Oh my god, that means FMA is goes in the opposite direction then.
No, FMA is
No.
just a Gundam.
FMA is pretty consistently a Gundam, yeah.
It's just a Gundam, truly, down to like the mad about World War II, or not mad. Actually, no, excuse me. I would never say that Hiromu Arakawa is mad about World War II. She's got feelings about World War II. I guess she's mad about Japan's role in World War II. But she's not mad about it. She's just got feelings about it, and that's why that's the best shonen manga ever made. Still, yeah, no, I'm trying to think. Like, I recently watched a handful of Bocchi the Rock episodes. That's an Utena, right?
Samurai Champloo.
Utena.
Yeah.
Utena, yeah.
Because Cowboy
Bebop is a Gundam.
Cowboy Bebop's a Gundam for sure.
And like Samurai Champloo is ever so slightly tilted on the other side of the spectrum.
Space Dandy.
Utena.
Yeah.
Space Dandy is Utena, but it's only Nanami episodes.
But yeah.
It is way too episodic to really fully be either, I think.
Correct.
Space Dandy is all of Event Blackbeard's favorite episodes of Utena.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah, no. So, God, I've been loving rewatching Utena though.
It's
been
great.
Really funny
it's really good.
watching you and Ben react to Utena Saturn.
I'm gonna be real. I'm making this a formal statement, and I know we'll have to move some stuff around. I know the Discord voted for after we finish part 2 that we're gonna wait until after the holidays to finish. You people are insane. I'm not waiting for fucking shit. The most you're getting out of me is we're taking a week off for us visiting Ben for YumaCon, and then maybe if I'm feeling generous, we'll watch Golden Boy when we said we would, and then we're going immediately back into part 3 of Utena. You people are psychotic.
I promise you, Saturn. I voted for it because I knew this would be your reaction.
I honestly, we have a spoiler thread that the babies are not allowed into on the Discord.
I have not looked even a little.
Yeah, I didn't even know it existed.
I don't look at the threads. I saw you made it, and I just averted my eyes until it went.
I'm gonna tell you for free. The first thing I posted in that chat was, "What are the odds we don't actually wait?" And I was right. I was so right. There's no way we're waiting. Yeah, no, it's insane.
Yeah, no, I like posted that because I'm like, well, I don't know how we feel about interrupting this, that, or the other. You people are crazy. Why? How do you expect me to like stop in the middle of October and leave it for 3 months? Are you high?
Yeah, are you fucking stupid?
I need to finish watching Utena sooner so that I can re-watch it sooner.
I've said it in the stream many times, but I'm going to say it on the podcast just to get it out of the way. Not at all what I expected the show to be.
I'll tell you
Not
for
even
free.
a little.
But I'll tell you for free. What you expected the show to be is what the movie is.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Everything I've seen that has been like my cultural osmosis of Utena is basically just the episode where the twist at the end is that you find out the girl was a lesbian.
Yeah.
Like that episode is my cultural awareness of Utena.
That is the entire movie.
I expect like, oh, it's gonna be a sparkly shoujo, like, you know, it's gonna be really, really well written, but it's gonna be like Galactic Heroes level dry.
No,
just like it's a sophisticated like show about these nobility and
Ben was thinking of Witch from Mercury. That's why.
I was literally about to say my experience from Witch from Mercury and everyone going it's Utena had me believing based on like the cultural osmosis being like this is probably going to be a show that's really concerned with like the ins and outs of social intrigue between these
decorum
high schoolers.
No.
Right? Like the class, this is the class president, people treat her this way, and like there's like a weird social gravity that also, aside from G-Witch, also Kill la Kill's kind of in this way, right?
Correct.
Where a lot of it's about like being subjected to this pageantry that sucks ass, but like it's the power structure, right? And so I just kind of like assume like all these things that are Utena are so this, that finding out that Utena so far is really not that at all has been kind of shocking.
I'm watching this and I'm like, Pokemon. These are Pokemon episodes that are happening.
The funniest thing to me is that, like, yes, Kill la Kill and Wish for Mercury, these are direct like homages to Utena, right? Like they are directly pulling from that. But like truly, ultimate, the actual successor to what Utena is, like tonally and animation style and like kind of that weird dreamy atmosphere that the whole show has is Madoka, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the actual successor to Utena is Madoka, 100%.
This is definitely making me think if Madoka was not Urabochi depressed. And like it's very clearly a show that has its own kind of darkness going on in it, but that is different from like the Urabochi, like everything sucks and I can't wait to kill myself kind of thing that he has going on in literally every single episode of that show.
The Spider-Man 2 of Urabochi.
Yes. It's very, but like even just down to kind of what those two shows are doing with like the weird, I mean, direct visual parallels, like all the stuff, like the weird shit on the roof of both schools and how like these spaces don't really make any sense and they're more kind of metaphorical than actual real places, right?
The diorama backgrounds.
But also, like, the thing I joked about, and again, I don't really know anything about where Utena goes from where we are, which is like 15 episodes in, right? I just kept watching it going like, damn, this is just kind of a Homura Madoka roll swap AU, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Where the one with the superpower is like, I need to find a way to make protagonist girl realize that she is also a human deserving of happiness so that she doesn't become God.
Right, yeah. Like, it's actually really, and I think it's kind of like if you go into, like, yeah, Utena has this reputation because of the movie, which is all of that shit. Like everything you thought the show was going to be is what the movie is, where it is like exceptionally weird and very, very beautiful and very dreamy and a bit more dour. That was kind of the style at the time because like the Escaflowne movie is also very much that.
I noticed that somebody described the show as Lynchian, and I went, boy, wait until you watch the movie.
Wait till you watch the movie.
That person was me, by the way. That is like one of the most Lynchian anime I've literally ever watched.
Sarah, you have no idea.
Just wait.
Is the movie something we watch after the show, or is it one of those weird...
No, it's something we will watch because it is explicitly an AU. It is not...
Ooh.
It is not a continuation of the show. Right,
because I think a lot about Cowboy Bebop's movie and how technically it's like they made that after, but it's like there's if you're watching it as part of continuity, there's like a very specific point you should watch the movie, and that is in the middle of that show.
Yeah, anytime
in between two episodes. Yeah,
it's basically anytime. Like again, not to get too off topic, but Knocking on Heaven's Door can be watched anytime between Jammin' with Edward and Hard Knock Woman. Right, so like that's a huge stretch of the show. Because all it requires is that all four characters. Yeah, all four characters have to be there, and that's it. But yeah, no, the movie it's its own thing, and it's so fucking good. I really love Adolescence of Utena. Like, as much as I like the show, I like Adolescence of Utena even more. So we're doing that immediately after we finish the
agreed.
The TV show. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and then sometime next year after the holidays, probably before we start our next long project, because I don't ever hear anyone else talk about it. I need people to understand why I keep bringing it up. We're going to spend like 3 weeks going through Sara's Online.
That's fine.
Because that is, I think, from the the writer, director, both?
It's both. Sara Zanmai is Ikahara as well.
Yes. That's like 13 episodes. It is also an anime. It's an anime about little gay boys, but it also is doing a lot of the weird kind of like episodic musical thing Utena is doing in a way that makes me feel insane every time I watch Utena, because I'm like, oh, he's just doing that again. He was doing that again, but with like a little bit more budget. That show's also really good. So I want us to watch that after that because I like that show.
That's fair. That's
okay.
really fair.
That's fine.
I think that's it. I mean, I finished White Lotus. That show is good. Not to keep, like, we've been talking for 40 minutes. Technically, we're still talking about stuff I've done. Fortunately, it's also stuff we've all done, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And then also I finished White Lotus season 3. That show is good. It's actually really funny because I started that show and I did not like the first season is good, but I didn't like it. Right?
I feel like every time you have finished a season of White Lotus, I have heard you say a completely different thing about how you feel about the show overall, which is captivating to me.
Yes.
It's very curious.
It's been a roller coaster because, like, that show, I don't know if I talked about it. I'm going to talk about it real quickly, is that, like, the end of the first season feels very much, it's about how rich people and poor people both do bad things because people do bad things, but rich people never experience consequences for it by dint of being rich, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So, and I was like, and like I understood,
as it should be.
I understood that the show posited this as a bad thing, but it still made me feel bad because, like, all of the rich people got away with it, right? And you're just like, man. And then season 2 has a lot more interesting nuance where everybody does bad things, but sometimes you can get away with it. Like, you can sometimes, you can take a little piece of that pie that rich people have for yourself, and you can get away with it 100% no strings attached, which kicks ass, right? So that was good. Season 2 has, like, a very, like, it's got, like, kind of a fun mystery thing going on. It has Audrey Plaza in it, being fantastic. It's just a really good, solid season of TV. Season 3 is even more of that, and is even more just, like, about kind of this nihilism that the whole show kind of has. And I really enjoyed it. It has Walton Goggins in that one, and he's fantastic in that show. He's just the saddest, wettest, most confused dog you've ever seen in a TV show. And I really liked it a lot. And I come away with it now. I'm really excited for season 4 because I'm like, wait a second, I think this show is good actually, so it's fine. Season 4 is apparently going to be set in France, which I'm really looking forward to. Because, like, the whole premise of the show is that, like, the White Lotus is a chain of luxury hotels, right?
Right.
And so each season is set with a different cast of characters at one of these luxury hotels. That's like that's kind of the narrative that, you know, ties them all together. And it's all about, like, you know, who hangs around these hotels, the kind of people who come to them, you know, just all that usual stuff. And I like it a lot, actually. So I'm actually looking forward to season 4, which is a crazy reversal after I finished season 1. That show is good, actually. So,
Yay.
And someday I'll finish Righteous Gemstones. But I also watched the first episode of Yellow Jackets. That show's really good. I've only watched one episode, but I can feel that show, like, burrowing itself into my brain.
Yeah, I really want to give it a shot at some point.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Because just first episode the premise from the first episode is just 20 years ago, a plane carrying a group of high school soccer players and their coaches crashes over the Canadian wilderness, and the girls are stranded in the wilderness for 19 months. And then 20 years later, the stuff that they did in the woods is coming to catch back up with them. Right?
I see.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's this whole
It's
idea
it
of
is
like
a Shia two thumbs up series. So I'm just like, oh, yeah.
it is a
Okay.
you did a bunch of fucked up stuff in the woods and now your past is coming to come get you kind of show.
Yeah.
Also has Ella Purnell in it, which was really funny. She's wearing a blonde wig in this show, so she looks totally different from Lucy from Fallout. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? Who are
Get
you?
back into the wasteland.
Get back! No! It was very fun.
That's soon.
I know. I'm very excited.
I know,
that's
that's-
December.
oh, boy.
That's December. I'm really looking forward to it.
That's gonna be close enough that we can put stuff on it in the Gorgies.
That's
We
right.
are closer.
True.
We are closer to 2 months now than 3 months.
Yay! And that's is that it? Is that it? That's it.
There is one last thing that we need to talk about together. We finished
Yes!
Star Trek Voyager, and we started Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yes.
Yeah!
We obviously
So-
can't talk about it too depth, but
So you're not going to talk about it in too depth, obviously.
Mhm.
Was I right or was I right?
Fantastic.
The finale is so good. It truly does make the rest of Voyager worth it. Like
Yay!
all of Voyager is like literally building to the funniest possible way that it could end, which is who is Catherine Janeway's greatest enemy. I won't say who, but it's perfect.
Well, I'll be getting there soon.
It's perfect.
That is a show that I'm so glad that you both I mean I know OC has seen it before.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to know though that you've had this reaction to it because I've always been like I watched Voyager first of the big three, right? And I always felt weird because I know people always talk about that show not being good. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, there were some stinkers, but I had a fun time with that show, and I always felt kind of like recalcitrant about telling people, "Hey, you should watch Voyager."
No, Voyager is good. I mean, like, you have to have a very specific type of insanity, I think. Unfortunately, we all do, so it's fine. Honestly, now that I have now watched all three 90s Trek, the biggest takeaway and my most controversial take is that I think TNG is like, it's good, but it's the worst of the three. Right?
I've only finished 2 of the big 3, and I've only done like half of Deep Space Nine, and honestly, like even then, not having gotten that far, apparently still not even being to the good parts of Deep Space Nine yet.
No, not even
That's
close.
kind of also my opinion of TNG, just because
Yeah.
like, if for nothing else, if not for like any kind of statement of quality overall or which seasons are skippable, I can think of more episodes of Voyager that I still remember, even though I watched it before TNG.
Yeah, the
I
thing is... Oh, go ahead.
I think for me, it is just TNG out of the first 4 series, because I'm counting the original.
Mm-hmm.
TNG is the most buttoned up, and
Yes.
it kind of suffers for it.
It's... Yeah, because like my thing about TNG is that I think it is a very well-made, perfectly good kind of monster of the week sci-fi show, right? It's it's doing sci-fi stories, like it's kind of doing what everybody thinks Star Trek is. Like it's the embodiment of that. Unfortunately, that just means that everybody's kind of boring and they're just competent, and like it's like, you know, everybody calls TNG competency porn, right?
Mhm.
And yeah, it is. And unfortunately, that's not that fun. Like it's nice, it's cool. Like I like a lot of like TNG has some of the best episodes in the series, like just because of like they're doing good sci-fi writing. But as like a whole thing, I think TNG is the weakest because nobody on the Enterprise is half as insane as anybody in the other two.
So I've said it before, but I think TNG is the platonic idea of television.
Yes.
I think if you were to distill all of television into a single show, it would be Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah, but that being said, the funny thing is that like Voyager is kind of doing what TNG did, but I like Voyager more because everyone is insane in it. Like everybody's crazy and sucks, and I think that's way more compelling.
Like,
But
like
yeah.
maybe
like the most boring characters in Voyager are Chakotay and Harry Kim, who are both way more fun than like at least half of the cast of
That's
TNG.
correct.
Well, what I mean, I don't mean that it is the best television show. I mean that it is the distilled idea of television.
Mhm.
All the good, all the
Yeah.
bad, all of it together. Your median is Star Trek: The Next Generation.
That makes sense, totally.
And every other show can fall on either side of that scale.
That's correct.
Star Trek
Oh, I
Generation
see
is
that.
at the
Okay.
International Bureau of Measures as the
Yes.
SI unit for television.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
TNG is that like weight in France in a glass container that is like the gram.
The kilogram.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
Much in the same way as my corollary here, that's more relevant to like the content of our podcast. The SI standard unit for a video game is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, totally. No, I totally
all
see
the
what
all
you
the
mean.
good, all the bad. Yeah,
All
yeah,
the
yeah.
good
Yeah.
and all the bad. Like, yeah, because in a lot of ways, TNG is the perfect TV show. Not perfect as in like it's the standard of a TV
Yeah.
show. Because like nobody ever really changes that much.
But
Like,
there's
a little
some growth, there's
bit.
some change, but not a
that
lot.
much. But not that much, yeah.
It's not necessarily the funniest show. It's not the most dramatic show, but there is humor and there is drama in it.
Sure.
It defines and defies all genres.
Correct. It's just Star Trek: The Next Generation. I
Yeah.
get that. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that being said, I think Voyager is better. I have just
Yeah.
come away from it thinking like, no, Voyager is like, because Voyager is kind of bad in like a lot of parts. It's just kind of, it's like Janeway is my favorite captain, but she's so inconsistently written sometimes. They don't know how to fucking write that woman sometimes. But that's because Rick Berman is going to hell forever, of course.
I'm convinced that every episode of Voyager, the writer's room rolls a d6 to decide to what degree Janeway is possessed by psychopathic bloodlust.
Correct. Like,
The very first episode of the Lower Decks, by the way, has somebody asked to pull the Janeway maneuver.
Yeah.
And within 5 seconds, they go, "The kindergarten is burning." All the little children are on fire.
God, I'm so excited to get to Lower Decks.
Lower Decks is honestly really good.
I didn't think I was going to like it because, spoilers, I actually never liked the Rick and Morty style of humor,
Sure.
generally.
Mm-hmm.
But it works incredibly well within, like, Star Trek's medium
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it comes across... There's a little less sociopathy and a little bit more, like... Okay, despite all of these complaints, I do like that I'm stuck in this situation.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Lower Decks is good. Like, it is kind of, it's your standard adult animation, self-referential kind of TV show. It makes a lot of references to stuff that's happened in other Star Trek, right? Because of course it is. It's that kind of a show. But, like, it is also doing Star Trek plots. Like, and it is also doing, like, character beats you would see in a Star Trek. Right? Like, it is trying to be a Star Trek show while also kind of being a goofy, self-referential adult animated series, and it works for the most part.
One of the few things I know about Lower Decks is that it's the kind of show that was written by fans of 90s Trek and people who were clearly frustrated about one thing or another from a 90s Trek show.
That's correct.
I was gonna say, it also takes advantage of, and this is I normally don't care that much for like the self-referential, like, here's our episode about some fucking minutia and like this lore thing that was like from media that's 30 years old or whatever. Like,
Right.
I can't stand that shit for the most part. But I respect it for Lower Decks, even not having watched it, just because, yeah, of course you're gonna do that in Star Trek. The limiter for why you could never do that in Star Trek is you never wanted to pay to get those actors back.
That's
Like,
correct.
Like, yeah, like, do an episode about, like, Thomas Riker or whatever, because it's not like you actually need Jonathan Frakes to come back. You could just talk about him and it's fine.
Exactly.
Saturn, I have really great news for you.
I can't take Dodgeball credit for that one because I believe I've heard before that there is
Jonathan
an episode.
Frakes shows up in this show. I don't know to what extent.
Which to Saturn's credit, easier to get a guy into a recording booth
Oh, yes.
than it is to get him
On screen,
into a costume.
yeah, totally. And plus, like, it also means they can do like, because it's animated, so they can do more like funny high concept aliens and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Like it's cute, it's good. Their doctor is literally just a cat. Like it's a humanoid furry, talking cat person.
She's one of the felinoids from the animated series.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's good. I actually quite like it, but the big thing is just that I think Voyager is fan-fucking-tastic. Even if, like, I think it also has a lot of stinkers. I
feel so vindicated going like, yeah, that's right, Janeway's the best. I've been always saying this. Saturn's always been saying this.
She's really good is the problem. Like, Kate Mulgrew, eventually Kate Mulgrew gets some fucking help in the form of the Doctor and Seven of Nine also being very good and compelling characters. But for a lot of that show, it's just Kate Mulgrew just carrying on her back, right?
I think I've mentioned this on the show before, but like to mention again, it's one of my favorite stories about Kate Mulgrew in that show. So you'll recall in the earlier seasons, she has sort of like a matron bun thing going on hairstyle-wise. Like her hair is all in this complicated updo. And then like eventually a couple seasons in, it switches out to like just a bob, just like a normal bob, right? The reason this happens in its entirety is because Kate Mulgrew talks to the production around that happens. She's like, look, I have to come in like 3 to 4 hours before every other actor for my hair and makeup. You're getting this down to 1 hour or I walk.
It rules. It owns. And because she was, in fact, carrying that show on her back, like, they had to do it. They had to just, like, be like, okay, fine, you can have the bob.
It more so than, like, growing the beard or anything like that. It's funny how there is a character in each of the three that also had a weird hair thing that went away.
That's correct.
Because...
Cisco also loses his hair.
Cisco and his hair, yes.
Deanna Troi in season 1 and 2 had fucking crazy hairdos.
Oh, she had such bad hair,
and then
yes.
You think about Kira in season 1.
Oh, God, yes. Man, it's incredible watching, like looking at how Nana Visitor's costume, like evolves over the course of Deep Space Nine. When they realize, like, wait a second, hang on. Nana Visitor is one of the most beautiful women in the world. Why do we have her in this frumpy, like, ill-fitting, padded-out bodysuit? Why don't we just put her in a skin-tight catsuit too? And everybody goes, yeah, why the fuck haven't you done this yet?
That makes sense. Go get rid of her fucking Princess Leia hairstyle.
Yes, and give her a good haircut and a well-fitting bodysuit, and then just let Nana Visitor be the most beautiful woman, like, ever. It's incredible. So,
they don't understand how good they have at having not one but 2 elves on the cast of that show. Like,
it's incredible that they've got, like, you've got Nana Visitor and you've got Alexander Siddiq, and they're both just, like, immaculately beautiful. And then you also have Terry Farrell, who's Dax, who is also just, like, who's just gorgeous.
Like,
right?
What, like 6'1" or something
yes,
like that?
She's like 6'1", and she's just fucking gorgeous from start to finish. And you're just like, wow, they needed one Star Trek where everyone is so fucking beautiful. It's absurd.
I don't think I've seen this episode yet, but I've seen the screenshots of it, of like an episode where they show Julian Bashir as an old man, and they have Alexander Siddiq in old man makeup, right?
Yes!
And it's so funny because they make him look like an old man, but like completely underestimating the fact that if you look at a picture of Alexander Siddiq now, who is as old as he's supposed to be aged up, that he is a stone fox.
He's great.
Crazy. They cast him in that bad Batman show Gotham, but he plays fucking Ra's al Ghul in it.
Yeah, I bet he does.
It's immaculate casting to have Alexander Siddiq play Ra's al Ghul at one point or another. Like, that's perfect. Like,
word the English National Arab man to play Ra's al Ghul.
Right?
Oh, really? Yeah. Wow.
How
hard was that one to come up with?
Yeah, and he played a Martell on fucking Game of Thrones, like, the cool, like, desert people lighthouse, right? Like, like, oh wow, no, that's perfect casting. He's so gorgeous, and he is aged so is Nana Visitor, and like so is fucking Kate Mulgrew. Like, it's really funny. My favorite thing about Star Trek is they do it a lot. They do this thing where they put people in old person makeup, and then it's like, you don't realize, like, they're Hollywood stars. Of course they're gonna age perfectly, right? Like,
Right.
none of them have ever aged as badly as their bad old person makeup makes them look on fucking Star Trek. It's so funny. Like, Kate Mulgrew is still beautiful. Like, no. And I mean, fucking Seven of Nine's actress. I mean, she looks exactly the same. Jerry Ryan looks exactly the same as she did in the 90s. It's ridiculous.
She shows up in Picard and she looks exactly the same.
She
It's
hasn't
so creepy.
changed at all. It's crazy. Like, Jerry Ryan is still so beautiful.
Is she actually part Borg?
I think she is on a god.
Like, I'm like, again, like, I know some part of this is if like part of your professional thing is being an attractive lady taking
Sure,
some
you have,
work
and plus you have
to-
the money to get some work done. Exactly.
But she's 57.
Yeah.
Can
and
you
she
believe
looks-
that?
And she looks the exact same. I mean, whoever she's getting to do her work is a fucking artist, because like she looks almost the exact same as she did on Voyager. I mean, it's incredible. Good for her.
If you told me she had a portrait of Dorian Gray somewhere like Keanu Reeves does, I'd believe you.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
Saturn. You know he's just a vampire.
Yeah, that's true.
True. We really are going to have to do some kind of Star Trek episode, though.
We're definitely doing We're doing like a 2 months of Star Trek.
We got to do 2 months of Star Trek at some point, because
Yeah.
I got to talk about Star Trek more. The thing I've taken away from watching I guess, like, now that I have now done all of, like, 90s Trek, right? The thing that I take away the most from it is that Star Trek's good. Everybody should watch Star Trek. Everybody should have to watch all of 90s Star Trek. That's my
Correct.
thing.
Agree.
I think it will fix you as a person to become a Star Trek fan,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, not a modern Trek fan, because obviously those poor bastards are suffering. But like, if you just want to be a fan of 90s Trek forever, like, do that. You will live long and prosper, right?
Mhm.
Like, it will make you, it will rewrite something in your brain, and you will be a happier person for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, watch 90s Star Trek. It'll heal you. Sorry, we accidentally spent an hour talking about everything I did, but fortunately I think that helps because it encompasses a lot of stuff that Saturn and Oates have done as well. So, oops.
Unfortunately, I have big things to talk about with mine.
Shit.
So we can wait a little bit on me if somebody else wants a chance.
Talk about yours. Here's my secret. My section's going to be really short.
That's right, because you're working on stuff you can't talk about. Correct.
Exactly.
So.
That's why I was like, we should do Saturn, because it'd probably be like a nice bite-sized treat to get somebody to prepare. Take a pee break, and then we'll come back to me.
Yeah, you know what? All right. Here's mine, real quick. I haven't done fucking shit.
Okay.
I've been watching Utena with everyone. I've been doing all other shit. I've had my nose deep in the writing mines. I'm not going to talk about anything that I'm doing yet, because you'll have a chance to play it at some point in like less than a month, I think. I don't know what the deal is there. My teasers currently is that at Arial 11 size font, our script in default Google Docs formatting is now really close to 150 pages long. It is not done yet. The only other thing I'll say is that I am in charge of writing a character who I described most succinctly as Shia Bate.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
And that's all you're getting from me this week.
All right. So let's see. First off, Sarah and I got a Switch too.
Yay!
Yay!
Very
that's
fun.
right. Shit.
Which means we're going to talk about more things Sarah and I have done. We started playing Three Houses.
We didn't get very far, so we don't have to talk about it for long.
No, but I will say, having started playing some of it, oh my god, you're right. I understand why everyone's going like we should play Legends of Galactic Heroes.
Yes.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Now you see why
oh
watching
my
Legends of the
God.
Galactic Heroes made me want to replay Three Houses.
I
Right?
get it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I forget which of those I did first, but they were in such close proximity to each other that I remember going through... No, I think I must have done Legend of the Galactic Heroes just a couple months before it or something, because I remember going through Fire Emblem Three Houses at the time, like, I'm crazy, right? This is recency bias. This isn't just literally I watched Legend of the Galactic Heroes and then coincidentally played a game that is just ripping off Legend of the Galactic Heroes sale.
Literally wholesale. It is funny though, because like going through it again, like everyone's like, "Oh, Hubert and Ferdinand are just Mittermeier and Ruenthal," and like visually, yes. Personality, no. Actually, Hubert is just explicitly cartoonishly Oberstein.
Yeah,
like
100%. Like
those
even
are the same character.
Even in the early days of Galactic Heroes, I'm like, wait a minute, that guy kind of looks like Hubert from Fire Emblem.
That's right.
Interesting.
My main point of comparison there is literally just you have your blonde-haired emperor with their black-haired left hand and their like light-haired right hand, who are kind of like a Bokeh Tsukomi foil. Right?
And it's actually really funny because then obviously, like the thing is, like Edelgard is obviously like Reinhard for reasons that I shan't say because Oates does not know.
Look, Legend of the Galactic Heroes means I can kind of see a trajectory.
Sure. So, Edelgard is Reinhardt in personality and kind of character arc in a lot of ways.
But also,
literally Dimitri is doing visually it, and he's also got a redhead right-hand man and a dark-haired right-hand man who are way more obviously supposed to be Mittermeier and Ruenthal. Like,
it's so crazy how the lead casts for both those houses are just, we lined up the cast of the Empire side of Galactic Heroes, and we had the Yamato.
We just went to town, just started hacking. Yeah, no, it's crazy to go back to Three Houses with like all this new context and just start like, you just grab your head like, wait a second, hang on. Oh my god, it's so much more than you ever thought. It rules. It's so good. That game's still good as fuck, turns out.
And I think conversely, that means, now that I think about it more, on the flip side, and the reason why, like, the Golden Deer route gets so much, like, special stuff in it, I won't talk about vis-a-vis, like, being the one that tells you the most about the actual story, let's say, is that on the flip side of that, if you cut Yang Wenli in half with the Yamato, you get Byleth and Claude.
That's correct.
Correct,
That's so true, yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Byleth has the teal hair, is the leader.
Because like male Byleth is just explicitly Yang Wenli visually.
Good lord, you're correct.
But the thing about Claude, and this is the other like really important deep cut thing, Claude is the only person of color leader of the house because he's the only one from the side where that's even possible.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
That's so funny. Oh shit.
Saturn.
They made a great game through plagiarism and fraud, and I have to respect it.
That's
much
the
like
theme of tonight. Like, girl,
much like foppery and whim, they made it through plagiarism and fraud.
It's so incredible.
Yeah.
Oh
Saturn,
my God.
you by saying that, you've also elevated male Byleth's appearance to me.
Just by making it.
Wait a minute, it is a good design after all.
That's right.
If it's Yang Wenli, then I can forgive it.
Yeah, of course.
My opinion, I will die to. I was going to say my opinion, I will die to the death with. I might I'm going to stick with that. I will die to the death with.
What are you doing here?
I think both Byleth's outfits are really bad and lame. Girl Byleth, to me, like in the whole head area, is the most iconic Fire Emblem protagonist, period.
It's so, honestly, I've really come around on her.
Dead-eyed stare.
I know.
I've been noticing that one.
Truly though, like playing it again after all these years, I have come around on Girl Byleth's like terrible design so much that it's kind of looked, it's kind of like Velvet from Berseria.
Yes.
Where it's so bad that it becomes iconic, and you're just like, yes, queen, wear your shitty lace stockings to the battlefield. Good for you.
It's like as time goes on, you realize how period piece it is. Like, oh, that's super 2010.
Yes.
I see. Okay, right.
It's the kind of. Or go ahead, Saturn.
They take a character who is like, okay, here's our canonical like Shiro Emiya, right? Like our blank slate protagonist who's a blank slate because they have things wrong with them, right? They're their own character, whatever. And then they take this blank slate character and they go, we are going to textually and directly give her Gurako learning with manga eyes.
Yeah, I know. She's just...
Byleth is always thinking about gotcha.
And it just rules. I mean, because it's so funny. Her boobs are so big compared to literally everybody else in the game. Like, they're so smart. I'm sorry. They're geniuses.
They're
and
geniuses.
And it's just like, because her design has so much character compared to male Byleth that it's just kind of like, you fem-shept yourself again, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, this is just the default. Like, this is the default.
Male Byleth is just so boring because he doesn't have any of that weird lace shit going on, and also his eyes are like more normally sized, so he just sort of looks stern instead of like a weird zombie.
Yeah, it owns. So, folks, she's the best. She's just so fucking funny. It becomes a character. It's kind of like, or another good example is Hakuno from Fate Extra, who like textually has lines in both, in those games, because you have to pick dialogue options, of course, and they narrate the internal monologue because it's also a visual novel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have all the exact same lines. Like boy Hakuno and girl Hakuno have all the exact same lines, but just by dint of having male protagonist lines coming out of female protagonist's mouth is so much more personality. Right? Like they're just cooking so hard by doing that. The fact that it's canonical that girl Hakuno says Rin goes from comatose to bitch in under 60 seconds is like, mwah, incredible.
Yeah.
Hakuno just canonically, just like all the feminism leaving my body when Misery Business comes on the radio.
100%. It rules. And so I'm having the same experience now with Girl Byleth, where you just realize, like, no,
it's good after all.
I think this design is cooking, actually.
I think for me, the thing that would make it, and the thing that would make the ultimate Fire Emblem protagonist, they haven't done this because they know it would be dangerous, right? They know it would be too powerful. Is you just take her whole face and body situation and just give her the Corrin outfit, i.e.
Oh, she'd be so unstoppable. Oh my god, yeah.
And you also let her turn into a dragon like Corrin.
Yeah, no, that's sexy, for sure.
That's why, that way the bare feet is like, you have a reason to have it there instead of it just being like an arbitrary design decision like it is.
Well, don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it in the slightest.
Why would I be?
Yeah, exactly. No.
But you do those simple things and you have the ultimate Fire Emblem game. Also, you still have to have Omega Force develop it because Intelligent Systems last did engage and that wasn't anything to anybody.
No, nobody cares. It's incredible. No cultural purchase whatsoever. It's amazing. But we're not very far. We've literally just started doing like classes and stuff, so there isn't too much to talk about yet, but we are. The plan is to do all of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to do 3 main routes and then also the DLC route at some point. So, and I've never even seen all of the 3 houses, so this will be illuminating for me. So, look forward to it.
My only real opinion of it thus far is, wow, 3 houses is exactly as everybody has been describing it as. The sure is 3 houses. I'm not being surprised by it, but I am pleasantly contented.
Correct.
I'm gonna be honest. When you were like, "Yeah, don't spoil me," I'm playing 3 Houses for the first time. I'm like, I could have sworn.
No. Yeah, I was.
A gun to my head, I would have said that you were on the spoiler cast.
Nope. That was just me and Ben.
Yeah, that was me. We didn't have.
I was there for that.
Were you?
I was there for that. Oh, I was there for that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Saturn, that was during that year that I had to take a hiatus.
Okay.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoy it. No.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. Well, we're gonna.
I'm also probably gonna start it relatively soon.
Yes. Also, it doesn't run embarrassingly on the Switch too.
Yeah, like ever since we finished Galactic Heroes, I'm like, I really want to do that, and now I'm like, now that I have the Switch 2, I'm like, once I clear a few more things off my list right here,
there are moments where the camera is panning, and I can see the Switch 1 stuttering, and I can smell like the warm air of the fan turning on. And I'm like, but it's not happening. I've never played this game, and I'm still like, wow.
I am so glad to be so busy that I am behind on both 100 Line and Hollow Knight, so that I don't get that bug in me that goes, but I'm the only member of the Gorge who doesn't have access to a Switch 2 right now, and I kind of want to play Fire Emblem again.
Don't worry, Saturn. It'll come for you once once that new game is a little closer.
If not for the fact that I would have to replay at this point 40 hours of game, there's a part of me that would be like, I could just get a Switch 2 and play 100 Line on that.
Yeah.
But then I'd have to replay 40 hours of game. And I don't want to do that.
You know, speaking of that, one nice thing about the Switch 2 is that all your saves import.
That is nice.
Yeah.
That is really
They don't
nice.
even have to, you don't have to set anything, it just does it for you.
Yeah, it's really nice, yeah.
So, I still got a lot on my list, so give me a minute. Let me see. I finally started reading Skybound Transformers.
Yeah!
Didn't realize that it was just doing G1 but good.
Yeah, it is!
I did not realize it was just G1, but if IDW Phase 2 was in charge of writing.
Yep,
fantastic.
absolutely.
Beautiful.
This is the best Optimus Prime has ever been.
Jetfire was like in the first issue, and my heart was like weeping.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What an incredible story so far.
Yeah. Oh no, it's amazing. Are you up to speed or
no?
Okay.
I started yesterday, so I'm only like 3 or 4. No, I'm 6 issues in.
Okay.
So I will probably catch up by the end of Thursday when I finally get some chance to read it and sit on it for a bit.
So has Optimus gotten his new arm yet? Because I know that happened super early.
No,
okay.
He's still missing the arm.
Okay.
So I think that's probably the next issue, if I'm remembering right.
Yeah, because I think it happens at the end of Volume 1.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because the spot that I ended on was Spike asking the doctor, "Where's my dad?"
Yeah. Okay.
So we're not there yet. A lot of G.I. Joe stuff going on in the background, which is really weird.
In the back, and because I know they're trying to do this combined universe thing, but they haven't really done a lot of crossing over, which I'm glad for.
I just think it's funny that it's just like constantly in the background, like rather than just doing a crossover.
Yeah,
because it's like, oh god, this is just still happening, isn't it?
Okay.
Stop trying to make the Hasbro cinematic universe work.
Yeah, I'm so tired of it. At least we're not doing Dungeons and Dragons.
No, that would rip ass actually. If you were to fucking put Transformers and Dungeons and Dragons, that'd kick ass.
I wouldn't be able to stand it. I'm so sorry, because it'd be current Dungeons and Dragons, you know.
Yeah.
Which I'm not a fan of. It's very. It's very Rick and Morty. Like, wow, isn't it funny that for like the last 30 years, orcs have always been written like this? I wouldn't be able to. I couldn't handle it if they had that in the Transformers on top of that. So yeah, really good. Super excited to continue reading it. I'm mad that it took me this long. I've been putting it off for so long. I'm so mad. I should have started immediately.
Yes, you should have. So I'd have someone to talk to about.
I know. I'm sorry, Ben. I'll start DMing you tomorrow.
Good.
So there's that. The last 2 weeks I have picked up through a friend. So beloved Tumblr shit poster Toscarine and I are in like a social group with a bunch of other people, and one of them decided that they had a bug up their butt and wanted to play Minecraft for the first time in years, and got me to join them in Greg Tech's newest iteration called New Horizons. And as a quick explainer for what that is, it is every single mod pack that you could imagine from a very specific version of Minecraft, crammed into each other and then painstakingly modified such that each and every single one of these mod packs connect into each other through a progression quest line that effectively turns you into a Dr. Stone anime, where you start from the Stone Age and you need to work your way to blasting off into the Space Age, into the next planetary system before your Earth explodes.
That sounds so interesting, and I want to play it myself.
It is so fucking hard. On the first night, I died 19 times because one of the many things that continued to happen was a skeleton with a Gatling gun came after me.
I see.
Hell yes.
This is, again, Minecraft, so all they have normally is just a single bow and arrow that they knock at you slowly. Really weird, fascinating way of spacing the game out. Apparently there is a Discord officially for the mod pack that has about like 15,000 people in it, and they give a unique reward roll to anybody who actually manages to hit Space Age, and there's only 6 of them on there.
Christ alive.
So I'm excited. This seems like a fun time for me. Most recently, I haven't really done like a whole lot of exciting stuff, but I got to a point where like I learned how to make a steam engine and a windmill, and my first thought was, I've gotten all of this done and I've still yet to actually see an iron ore. This is really weird.
Painful.
I feel like the way it progresses is so like natural to the real world. It feels like psychotic to play it the way that this does. And I'm having a really fun time, but also I feel like it makes me feel like an itty bitty slime mold in a petri dish.
Everything I've seen about Greg Tech suggests to me that the way to play it is with a group of people collaboratively.
You can do it that way. However, the way the game itself progresses and locks you behind stuff, doing it as a group only means that you like the only thing that does for you is by virtue of it being a server, things go on even when you're offline. Mm-hmm. So AFK farming is a concept that you can actually do because actual AFK farming is extremely discouraged because you're just going to get yourself killed. Spiders can just crawl through walls if they're thin enough.
Oh god.
Oh, okay.
So you have to like fortify your base. Among other things, like all of the mobs are completely like reworked in different ways. Like, for example, there are creepers who are crossbreeded with Endermen, so they can just teleport to you. And if you kill them, their response is, I'm going to blow myself up, but I'm going to teleport away from you. So good luck survive. Like if some of your base decides to just explode because of that, have fun, idiot. There's another one that was particularly evil that I brought up earlier. Oh, right. It does not go after you if you're in the dark. It is just a single, like, creepy-looking jack-o'-lantern face in the dark, like in Deltarune. And if it sees you near a light source, it goes for the light source and you simultaneously. And the explosion sets off a chain reaction where if it is close enough to another light source, that light source blows up and continues all the way up the trail that you have made to get yourself down there.
That's
You're
fun.
lighting too long.
Yeah. So, thus far, it has been kind of a miserable experience, but in a way that I'm super into.
Sure.
Yeah.
Understandable.
So,
have a nice day.
Which is why I have already logged, I think, like 57 hours into playing, just so that I can create a fucking windmill out of brick. So there's all of that. And then, lastly, because I have a Switch 2, I have been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yes!
And I think that's a really fun video game. I'm super happy.
Bonanza.
That game...
Banana.
That is... Oh, the Mario Odyssey team worked on this, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
word?
Wow.
What an incredibly fun Banjo 3E. Because this is the closest you're ever going to get.
You're not wrong.
Because you are big, furry, brown guy with adorable little red thing on your on your back, going after in these giant collectathon levels where the aim of the game is to get the cool golden things that make you do a little dance and go, ooh.
Yeah, and also you're surrounded by like these objects that have eyes.
Yeah, funny googly eyes.
And they speak in little gobbledygook language.
They do speak in the funny rareware gobbledygook.
They do. Oh,
it's really funny.
The fractones are great.
They're so cute.
They're adorable.
I saw one the other day that had a giraffe head, and I was so enamored by it, I pointed at it to Sarah.
It was very cute. I have been like watching kind of idly, because obviously it's fun to play it on the big TV, so like I'm in here just hanging out playing Fate and looking up occasionally, mostly to go, ooh, banana.
Oh, banana.
Yeah, you know.
Very fun game. I did like the slow progression into actually getting difficult. I genuinely thought it was going to be like Odyssey, where start to finish, it is a really fucking easy game. It's just very big and tedious. But no, I actually got to the end of... So, Ben, have you gotten to the part where you have to start, like, where it splits you off into different routes?
Yes, I got to that area.
Did you get back to where it reconnects?
I finished one side, they sent me back to the other side.
Okay. The very next like layer right underneath that is a goofy fun layer, and then it gets hard, just like straight up.
Good.
It's fun. The hazards are hazardous. The enemies actually start hitting you harder. I finally broke down and got myself a single extra heart container after initially going like, why are they giving me 3 hearts? This is way too easy.
Yeah, and if you set up the outposts, you can just get like temporary hit points.
Yeah, so I was just like, I don't really have to care about that. No, not so much after that point.
I'm glad to hear that, because yeah, it is getting a little easy. It's still fun, but like it's getting easy.
Yeah, because the fun thing of like, oh, if you collect all of the golden bananas, you get cool skills out of doing it. I'm like, oh, that's fun, that's cool. You get to upgrade yourself. It's getting easier now. And then the enemies started getting actually hard, and I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is fine.
I really love that you don't even have to collect the bananas.
You don't actually have to collect the bananas.
Your progress is only marred by you getting to the area. Like you don't have to get like, oh, get 70 bananas before you can progress. Like, no, you're getting these for the love of the game, because DK just wants to eat bananas.
Yeah. DK want banana. Pauline has a very specific goal. She wants to go home. DK says, no, we stop for banana a long way.
Donkey Kong's hierarchy of needs is Pauline's well-being, and then right underneath it, banana.
And sometimes not even that, I've noticed. I think that's it. I have not done anything else. It has been a lot, but that is done.
Yeah.
We are an hour and a half in. I'm so sorry.
I will talk a little bit more about Bonanza, because I've also been playing Bonanza.
Yay!
The relationship between Donkey Kong and Pauline is probably the most adorable thing that Nintendo's ever put out.
Oh, you mean Wreck-It Ralph and Penelope?
But if Ralph couldn't talk... I love that anytime you stay at, like, a hideaway...
Like... Don't think I didn't notice you putting him in suspenders. I know you're doing
Yeah, it's pretty clear. But, like, whenever you stay at a getaway, like, you can have a nighttime conversation with Pauline, and they're always adorable.
I love the constant the constant recurrence of her bringing up her grandma and please don't tell her about this DK.
Yeah.
DK is like, what do I care? Do I even know her?
Like DK caught her like eating popsicles before going to bed.
Yeah.
And she's like, don't tell my grandma I had sugar before I went to bed.
There's another one she does later on where she's like, do you know that funny little, like, bouncy stuff that you were jumping on top of? Well, when you cracked off a bit of it, I decided to just pocket some because it looks like a gummy candy, and I almost broke my tooth, so don't tell Grandma.
She's adorable, and I have to say, Pauline, that is a rough 13 years. Like, damn,
do you
girl,
mean,
you
Ben?
have not hit your growth spurt yet.
She might just be one of those girls who always is 4'9". I know that's not true because we see her later in Odyssey. Later? Question mark in
Later?
Odyssey?
Okay. So here's my fucking Always Sunny Charlie conspiracy board. All right. Okay. I'm betting Nintendo is leaning towards this idea that the original Donkey Kong, because that's always been classified as being cranky, right? Like the round-headed Donkey Kong from the old arcade game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Nintendo is going to try to push that Jumpman and Lady are Mario and Pauline's grandparents, respectively, to kind of like round out the trio, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the Pauline we see in Bonanza is Odyssey Pauline's niece.
Okay.
And there must always be a Pauline in each generation of their family.
So there's like a Pauline, the grandmother. She has a kid. Her name's Pauline.
Yeah.
Etc.
Yeah. Exactly.
I have really fun news to like throw like a real wrench in that corkboard. Miyamoto, right before the game came out, went, "No, Jumpman and Mario are the same person." So have fun with that, asshole.
Great. Okay. It's so funny to say that and also be like, yeah, Mario's like 23.
Yeah.
Because that means Cranky Kong got beat and then just fucking like aged rapidly.
I mean, gorillas only live to be about 20, so
like either this has to be like either a separate Pauline or at some point in her adolescence, Pauline fell in a time portal. Because
it could just be whatever's going on with like the Baby Mario series with Yoshi.
I mean, well, at least the Yoshi games are explicitly like flashbacks, like they are like prequels. Like Mario World 2 is a prequel. Yoshi, like the babies were just like for a brief while raised by Yoshis.
I'm just choosing to believe that they continue to do this. We don't really care about the story. We're going to do things willy-nilly based on vibes alone. And if that makes people mad, it's funnier, so let's continue to do it.
It's just the kind of thing where like there's literally like you'd be like, oh, maybe it's a prequel to the original arcade game. No, because then fucking Cranky and Diddy and Dixie show up, and you're like, but that's not what. There's no way.
I don't know, man. I don't know either.
It can't fit anywhere. It's.
I like the idea. Now, hear me out. I haven't gotten too far on it. This Donkey Kong is Donkey Kong Jr.
See, my theory was going to be that. Wait, what does DK look like in original Mario Kart?
Because in the original Mario Kart, that's Donkey Kong Jr. That's not Donkey Kong, the guy from the Donkey Kong Country games.
Oh, okay. Well, this because Donkey Kong isn't in the original Mario Kart. It's DK Jr.
Mm-hmm. This is my stupid theory. I just think that oh no, this is Dad.
It's impossible to square that circle. It's literally impossible. It is literally the Cooler's Revenge situation of where or Return of Cooler, where you're like, wait, but if Dende's on the lookout, then Gohan should be a Super Saiyan, but no, because there's no way. None of these things can fit together.
I need you to look at this image I have come up with, Ben. Don't do that.
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 No, but timeline fuckery around.
Baby.
Don't do that.
With Gorilla Grapes voice.
Don't do that.
Hey, that's a baby picture of me. Please don't
do
show
that.
anyone that.
Don't
I don't
put
want
those
them to realize I wasn't always a grape gorilla. It's better this way.
Please don't put my baby pictures on the internet.
But no,
They'll know that I was once a normal man, and they will think I'm less impressive. I would rather people believe that I was fully formed as Grape Gorilla from the moment I was born. I have a zipper on the back, but I have to request that you don't touch it, or all my guts and organs and stuff will come pouring out.
That man is dead. There is only Grape Gorilla now. But no, timeline fuckery aside, Bonanza is a fantastic game. The Donkey Kong's redesign is phenomenal.
He's such a goofy little man.
He's just such a happy man. It's great. The transformations are so funny.
I think the thing that gets me every time is the fact that every time you are introduced to a new transformation, it plays Vuvuzela really loudly, like we're playing and watching Brazilian soccer.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
Have you gotten the zebra mode yet?
Yes.
Yeah, that one. It's just a fucking salsa.
Have you seen the ostrich one?
I think I'm gonna get the ostrich one soon.
You're about to. It's going to make you feel insane looking at it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I don't like looking at it.
Lot of really cute details. Like if you're just idle while you're in a Bonanza, Pauline will sing along with it. Like her like it's lip synced to her.
Yeah.
Which is probably why they have her sing gibberish, because they didn't have to translate and remap the lip flaps for every single like localization.
Yeah, I like the I personally wish that we kept Odd Rock sooner and longer, because I don't actually like how we get it in the prologue and then immediately lose it.
Yeah,
I think I genuinely like doing the funny little because you do it with every video game. You just run around in a circle to see what happens, and Donkey Kong gets into a funny little somersault, and Odd Rock decides to jump and twirl and dance around on top of you. And I was like, this is the cutest thing in the world. Well, I want it back.
Just watching you play it, I much prefer the Little Rock Gerblin over Pauline. I'm sorry. It's much cuter. Put it back. Turn her into a rock again. It was cuter.
Pauline, I'm turning you back into a rock.
Pauline,
no,
get
Great
rocked
Gorilla,
again.
no!
You know what, Sarah? I'm going to call my shot here, and I'm going to do this to Ben, too. I'm betting that somewhere in Act 2 of this game, you actually have to go back to Odd Rock and have to do portions of the game without being able to access your Bonanza transfer.
That's possible.
That'd be funny.
That would be.
I think it'd be fun.
That's a possibility.
What if that's your like Super Mario Sunshine bonus world thing where they take FLUDD away from you? Right?
No, that'd be cool. No, because I was thinking more like that part during Twilight Princess where they make it really sad and you can't use Midna for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If they play a Donkey Kong version of like Midna's Elegy.
I see where you're going with this, but also everything I've seen of Donkey Kong Bonanza makes it impossible for me to imagine experiencing the emotion of sadness while playing that video game.
This is true. However, I want you to look at I want you to look at this. Gerblin.
Look at this
Odd Rock
Gerblin.
is adorable. I'm not going to say Odd Rock is not adorable.
I love that little Gerblin.
I think Pauline is way cuter.
No.
I like the Voidco packing tape. It feels very Splatoon to me.
It's cuter.
There's a point where you come across a one of the banana crystals, but it's like a 5-pack, and it has stamped on it like a banana sticker, but it's like a beveled Pete gemstone. It's the funniest fucking thing.
The other funny thing is that there's no real indication that like Banandium gems are edible.
No, it says so in both in the loading tips, and if you talk to some of the monkeys early on, they're like, I don't know what this is, but it is metal, but taste and feel like banana.
Okay, because otherwise I'm just like, Donkey Kong's just eating banana-shaped things for the love of the game.
That's correct.
No. I mean, wouldn't you?
No, I'm having a fucking blast with this game. I'm excited to play more of it. Just the visual and mechanical. I love that all of the Nintendo mascots, like, are getting like their elevated status. Like Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Bonanza, Forgotten Land, fucking Metroid Prime 4.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we could just get a good Star Fox again.
Oh God, if only. Maybe someday.
Ben, we're more likely to get another F-Zero.
I mean, I'd take that too.
It hurts. It hurts.
We're never getting another F-Zero either, though. Nintendo didn't even make the last real F-Zero. Sega did.
But
They did, and that's why it ruled.
Exactly.
But no, that's about it for me. That's a lot of Bonanza, a lot of other things we talked about. I'm almost done with Deep Space Nine. I'm in the season. I'm in the final like multi-part
Yay!
finale.
I know, it's so good. Oh my god.
So I'm wrapping that up.
And then you can watch Voyager.
Yeah. But that's about it.
All right.
Now that we're almost 2 hours in.
Oops.
Don't worry about it.
I can't be blamed. I can't be blamed.
You can't be blamed. I'm actually really glad you didn't do Dick, or otherwise we'd have been here for 4 hours. There'd be no news podcast. Just what have we been doing?
Nintendo Direct Summer 2020 or September 2025.
Okay.
We saw
I didn't watch it.
Samus gets a motorcycle.
This is the first Nintendo Direct. I literally have not seen any of this because I was still too busy doing writing. And I was like, I don't care. I don't have a Switch 2 right now. It's okay.
It's fine.
Samus gets a motorcycle called the Viola.
Cute.
I did see that out of context though. I don't know how I feel about Metroid Prime 4 being an open world game with a motorcycle travel component.
I feel like
we'll see, I guess.
I feel like the motorcycle is going to be like transitioning between like areas, and then like it's going to be like it's going to be like your fast travel kind of thing, like the elevators and Super.
A big problem with the Prime series, and this isn't a problem with. This is a problem with the format of being in 3D, is that they're significantly less vertical. So increasing the horizontal exploration, I feel, is a nice compromise, but it needs something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my thing is mostly like it will remain to be seen how much of that is like real and interesting, and how much of it is we put a transitional zone in to waste a bunch of time that doesn't have any interesting content in it. Which, like, because, like, we're dealing, like, at least more so than the Switch 1, it's something that's running on a PS4, so nominally they can do more with it, but will they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially considering how long they've been making this game for. Who knows if that's a late stage factor or whatever.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Bonanza got some DLC already.
Mm-hmm.
It's already out too, which makes me feel crazy.
It looks like a roguelite mode. You can run around DK Island from Donkey Kong 64, so that's cool.
Cute.
It plays the music,
Yeah.
which is really good.
I feel a little... It looks good. I feel a little negatively about it being out so soon, because it does just kind of seem like we're back fully in 7th gen of like, this is just content we didn't finish in time, it's done within a month, also we're charging you $20 for it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Come on.
They showed off you can explore Captain K. Rool's pirate ship from the first world of Donkey Kong Country 2, which is pretty cool.
I hope they play the music for that one, too.
That island's also the Donkey Kong 64 island.
Yeah,
right?
it's a DK64 island, but like the crashed pirate ship that is like the first area of DKC2, you can explore that ship specifically.
The ship doesn't exist in Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah.
But it is
Gotcha.
it is a set piece from the Donkey Kong Country games because it crashes at the end of the first game into the island.
Yeah. Pokemon Pokopia is Animal Crossing Minecraft Pokemon where you play as a Ditto who wants to become a human and like does a farming thing.
Unfortunately, I am stupid. I will be buying this now that we have a Switch 2.
I was gonna say, regrettably, they're like, we're making a game where you play as Pluto the reboot, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Guess I have to play this.
Did they say when that's coming out, or is it just next year?
2026 is all we have so far.
Okay.
Adorable design on this character, though.
It's so cute. I love it.
It is testing the part of me that was like, no, I'm going to wait for an OLED model of the Switch 2 because like I want one that has a little. I don't want an LED screen because I'm just like, I see this game and I'm like, no, I need this game.
Yeah.
It's so cute. I'm getting it. I'm a dum-dum. It's Animal Crossing and it's Pokemon and it's Minecraft. It was made for me specifically.
Yeah.
So,
Play as a little Ditto.
You play as like a little gerblin. You get to run around and it's perfect. I need it.
Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is a more child-friendly Yoshi platformer, in the same vein as Woolly World or Kirby Epic Yarn.
I was gonna say, what do you mean more child-friendly? It's Yoshi.
No, Saturn, it's even more child-friendly because you don't kill any of the animals, you befriend them.
I see. I've
no
literally
bugs,
seen
there's just
nothing of this
friends.
game.
Yeah, there's no eating them or anything. You just hang out with them. You just make friends with them.
It's cute.
It looks
Well,
really
alright.
cute. It's got a much like Woolly World or Epic Yarn. Like it's got a new art. It's very storybook art style. They're leaning heavily into that.
Welcome back, Yoshi Story 64.
Yeah, exactly what I'm thinking.
Game of all time.
Nintendo is selling $100 Virtual Boy shell to put your Switch 2 into,
They're insane.
and they're putting out all 14 Virtual Boy games.
Well,
No Mario.
I'm happy they're selling it, Ben. Do you have any news about who's buying it?
Now, granted, you can also get the cheapo fucking Labo version, or you can just play the Virtual Boy games on your Switch 2.
Play the Virtual Boy games on your Switch 2, and if you spend $100 on a shell for your Switch 2 that just gives you seizures and migraines, I'm sorry, but you deserve those seizures and migraines.
Like, I've saw people complaining about the price on it, and yeah, it is an absurd price, but it's also like, if Nintendo were like, no, you have to put the shell on to play the Virtual Boy games, then you'd have a reason to complain, but just don't fucking buy the shell. Why would you want the shell?
Why would you do that to yourself? What's your problem?
When we were in Japan and went to the Nintendo Museum, they had shirts of all of their major consoles, to sell, with the logo on them. Of course, the one I bought is the Virtual Boy one.
Of course. This is your fault. You spoke this into existence. Good job, dude.
Yeah.
Because it was the funniest one to buy a shirt of.
Of course. I get it. That makes sense.
You're right.
Yeah.
Raichu is finally getting some love in Pokemon Legends ZA.
Cute.
His their mega form looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Mario Tennis Fever is coming with it looks like a great Mario Tennis game, for one thing.
Sure.
But it's coming with a story mode where everyone but DK gets turned into babies. So the babysitter role has been passed from Yoshi to Donkey Kong.
Oh my god.
Ooh. I mean, he has experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty good at it, but they're just there's a shot of him looking at all of the babies, and he's all confused, wait, is this just my job now? Is this me?
They put me in Mario Daima. Fuck.
Ook, Donkey Kong have masters in childcare.
Do not worry, baby Mario. I promise I not throw a big rock at your head.
Donkey Kong have degree in child psychology.
And minor in pain.
Donkey Kong make condom.
Out of banana peel.
Oh god, what else, Ben?
Age of Imprisonment got some new looks, got some cover art.
The thing that has me cackling the most I watched a little bit of the Age of Imprisonment gameplay just because I needed to know, and it was really funny because they were showing a lot of gameplay because they needed you to know, very, very importantly, that this game does not run at an embarrassing frame rate. It runs at 60 frames a second, and it looks butter smooth, and they're like, look, it's an actual Zelda Muso that doesn't play absolute horse shit.
The only thing I saw of it was the screenshot of the cast lineup or whatever that very clearly shows a mechanical Link.
Yes.
Right? And just going Zelda.
Zelda misses her boyfriend so much that she got someone to make a robot version of him.
She's so smart. She's a genius. Honestly, you replace him with the robot. I respect it. Good for her.
What else? They're fucking doing it. They're putting Remake and Rebirth on the Switch too.
Did they say Rebirth?
Yes.
They did?
Okay.
Yes, they
Wow.
did. The trailer.
Because I saw people going, oh, it's both, and then them going, no, it's just Rebirth.
So Remake is coming out soon.
Right.
They have said we're also gonna do Rebirth later.
Okay, so they're
Yeah.
still working to make it work. I get it.
Yeah.
Which does make me wonder if, like, you know, it'd be super funny. If they're like, yeah, we did all this work optimizing the game and, like, making a downscaled version of this, that, or the other so it can run on a Switch too. Also, by the way, we're making it playable on PlayStation 4.
I would not be shocked one bit if they put out a PS4 version of Rebirth. Because they're like, no, we got to make that money back, actually.
Yeah.
There's some 35-year-olds who don't own a PlayStation 5 yet and still have a PlayStation 4. That's money on the table.
The funniest and likely thing that could happen is the PS4 version outsells the PS5 version.
That's me. I'm the guy your mom warned you about in Best Buy. That's me. I'm the 35-year-old who doesn't have a PlayStation 5 but still has a PS4. You know what I mean?
Do you ever see a guy that has like a previous gen console? Like he buys older games because he's trying to get an older game thing going.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the guy your mom warned you about in Best Buy.
I got tricked. Toriyama's Trick from Beyond the Grave. They showed a trailer for Dragon Quest VII. They opened it on an island and they played the seagull sound effect from Chrono Trigger. And I was like, "Ooh, is it?
No.
Oh, it's Dragon Quest."
No, you got a adaptation of a modern remake of the one that I think is Tim Rogers' favorite Dragon Quest, if I recall.
It is.
Because it's the one that goes where you literally go 4 hours without seeing a single enemy.
Now, isn't Dragon Quest VII... It's the one that mandated that video games couldn't be released on a Friday in Japan, right? Like, because everybody...
I believe it was 7, yeah.
It's 7 that, like, they were basically like, no, you have to... You have to release video games on a weekend in Japan because otherwise everybody calls out sick. I think it was 7 that did that.
That's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
While you're looking that up, I'll just go down a few other smaller ones here.
Also, real quick for Dragon Quest VII, the thing I saw about that I liked is they showed off like how that game looks or whatever with those cute little models. That's a game where those character models, at least for the main cast, were made physically and then adapted into 3D models based on the physical.
Cool.
I love when
that.
they do that.
So they're doing like actual video game claymation shit. It's very
Love
yeah,
that.
that's fun.
Okay, so this one has kind of a, it's a semi-urban legend thing, but Dragon Quest sales for 3, 4, and 5 were so tremendous that truancy rates skyrocketed on the days that they released.
Yes.
So, starting on the 6th and 7th games, they started mandating that they release them on Saturdays so that kids wouldn't skip school the day they come.
That sounds correct.
Excellent.
And you know what? that was probably a smart thing. That's called smart legislation.
Yeah.
That's
Or
just
if
smart.
the thing you're targeting is truancy, you go, hey, but if a kid's gonna skip any day, it's gonna be Friday. You put that shit out a different day, okay?
Things to make Saturn specifically crazy. Danganronpa 2x2.
This is psychotic. So this is not just like, oh hey, we're putting Danganronpa 2 out on the Switch. They're also doing a Danganronpa 2 AU game that is the same cast and same island and whatever, but completely different murders and a completely different storyline.
Yeah.
Oh, so Umineko chapters like 1 through 4.
Yeah, they're literally doing an Umineko chapter for Danganronpa 2.
Weird.
Insane.
Which is insane. So they did some interviews about this also. Hey, they didn't do 3 presumably because like you do 2 because 2 is like the big popular one that everybody loves, and like maybe you do 3 if this is successful. It'd be really funny if they did Danganronpa 3x3 and there was 2 different AU casts. Excuse me, V3. It's important to call it V3. But apparently, though, the reason they didn't do this for 1, there's the actual reason, which people correctly discussed, which is just like Danganronpa 1's kind of whatever. You can't do, like, it's an okay visual novel, but you can't really do this and expect it to be that interesting. But the other thing is that they're like, no, we're not doing Danganronpa 1 because it's actually textually important to the series that Danganronpa 1, as it happens, is the first one. Like, we want, and part of what they're doing is, I think, like, the idea of, like, the alternate Danganronpa 2 could also possibly be canon in the same way real Danganronpa 2 is.
I see.
But, like, in a mutually exclusive way.
I see.
Interesting.
Danganronpa V3 is a very weird game that is, like, you could not... They're never going to make a Danganronpa 4. It's not possible.
I see. And then finally for this one,
wait, just to like lead this off, how do you know that Fire Emblem is finally mainstream? It's the Nintendo Direct's One More Thing.
Yeah.
We did it, folks.
Yep.
They climbed the whole mountain. Fire Emblem is now just a big mainstream Nintendo thing now.
They're moving the fuck on from Engage by just going back to 3 houses.
Fuck.
It's gotta be... Intelligent Systems has to be the most cuckolded developer in all of human history.
Correct.
Because that franchise has been on the ropes forever, and they kind of managed to bring it back in on the 3DS, and it was like kind of flagging a little bit, but they were getting there. They have Omega Force, which is a completely different company, with like basically no participation from Intelligent Systems whatsoever, make the Switch game that single-handedly makes the series actually relevant to anyone again.
Right.
And then Intelligent Systems makes a game and it fucking bombs. Nobody gives a shit. And then Omega Force makes another game and everyone's going crazy.
It owns.
It owns. I'm so happy. This looks great. I'm personally am glad we are steering away from insert protagonist.
Hard disagree, but we'll see. I just think those games are better for it. I think it's more fun that way. Especially because like I said on BlueSky, I don't want to play as some brat. You know what I mean? But maybe they're doing 4 protagonist route. Who knows? That would be insane, by the way. But they might.
I like the self-made character for like if you're doing a thing where you're because like that's also a product of the Awakening going like you can ship your characters and it matters significantly, right? And I think that's a way better fit for games where that's going to happen. But if you maybe don't care as much about that, or if you're just going, actually, no, we're going to lean full into shippiness and just go like no pre-made characters at all. A great way to do that is to do this GTA 5 style and just go, no, you have 4 protagonists and they all have different things that you do. You control them at different times, but they are your 4 protagonists.
Because before Awakening, because Awakening was kind of the first one to really have like and even Awakening is kind of iffy about it because Robin was much more of a character that just happened to be the focus character that you could design their appearance of. They weren't meant to be like a self-insert like you like the previous Fire Emblems were just about a lord, like a main character that led a group.
Yeah, it was just a normal SRPG show.
Yeah. Like it wasn't until like Awakening that they kind of started to pivot more towards like making you the protagonist kind of idea. And I kind of preferred when it was just like when there was a main character and you could control them and their army. Like fucking I think it's one of the GBA games, you are just an unknown, unseen tactician that works for the Lord, that works for Roy or for Elliewood. Like you're not even like you're not even a character. They're just like, what do we do, tactician, and then you start the battle.
I hate that.
I hate
Yeah, that was not good.
They do that in XCOM. That shit pisses me off. Just like have like at the very least, like in like Girls Frontline, which also kind of has the commander as a separate character who's not on the battlefield. The commander is a character in Girls Frontline.
Mhm.
They have a very specific voice and beliefs and things like that. Like even if you are supposed to, like even if it's a gacha and you name them yourself or whatever, like they are a person with a history or whatever.
Mhm.
Right.
I'm 6 1/2 on it for the Fire Emblem games, whether it's like a normal locked-in cast or the player thing, but also like I don't know. The focus is also, aside from the shippy things, been like a lot on route choices and stuff like that. It's like I don't know. It makes sense to me if your protagonist is sort of self-defined. If you're gonna then go, by the way, decide which of these versions of the game you want to play while you're at it.
Yeah, and also just like if it is just one main character and it's some brat, I don't want to play as some kid, some little boy child.
Sorry, Anakin.
Sorry, Anakin. I don't want to play as some little boy. I want to play as some cool girl. Byleth kicks ass. Female Byleth rules. Sorry. Like
Foreign, also super good.
Yeah, good ass designs. Female Robin, good ass design. Sorry. If given the choice between playing a boy and a girl, I will always, always, always pick playing the girl.
Correct.
You know, I got enough video games where I play as boys. Trust me. So I would much rather do this. So we'll see.
And the other thing, my other controversial opinion is, I kind of don't want them to do like a branching route thing in this one, because I think that kind of takes away from what makes Three Houses special.
I don't mind.
Three Houses, the game where you pick one of 4 routes.
Yeah.
Like that's that same kind of game. Like that, they're all that to us. Well, like everything from the 3DS onward is that to an extent, right?
I mean, Awakening wasn't that. You didn't really pick routes in Awakening.
I guess not, but it's still just like I'm gonna be real with you. Awakening is the most boring one that I've played because nothing interesting happens. Like there's intrigue with a bunch of characters who I can't remember the names of, and a plot that doesn't matter because ultimately the dragons cause problems and we have to kill the dragon.
Problem dragon.
And like at least having, because like people don't like Conquest or not Conquest. People don't like Fates because Fates is insane, and they're correct. However, I think there's a certain degree of insanity that I respect in going, pick which incest route you're playing. Like, is incest route? Is there? No, they're both incest routes. What about the third one? Also an incest route. Pick
Have fun,
one.
idiot.
Even more.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like, I think the problem with Three Houses is just that like there's too many routes.
Yeah, just split it into 2.
There's just so much video game. Like, that's the problem we're having with this Three Houses playthrough, is that there's so much video game in this video game. Holy shit.
Yeah, and I guess
easy Three Houses fix is you just make it more of a Legend of the Galactic Heroes knockoff, and you have your Blue Lions be your Alliance, your Alliance analog, and Black Eagles be your Imperium analog, and that's all you need.
I guess I'm also just like, I don't want this to be Three Houses 2. I don't want them to just like go back to the well that hard.
Sure.
You know, I want this to be like its own Fire Emblem. I want them to be creative and try something new.
Well,
yeah.
Clearly they are to a certain extent. We'll see how that.
So like,
we'll see what we don't. I mean, honestly, everything we're saying about it is also stuff we're inferring from the trailer, which does not really communicate any of this particularly clearly.
Yeah.
All I remember is there's a hot blonde goth boy. There's a hot blonde boy
Alucard
in armor who has a sword named Answerer, and
That's
like
correct.
and
he's
yeah,
cool.
Alucard is in the game.
Yeah. That's what you need.
I continue to be like a grognard and be like, they should pull more from like their Sega rival and do stuff like with Shining, where they cook the storyline in the oven just a little bit longer. Because I haven't played Three Houses, but Awakening didn't do much for me, in part because an old Sega Genesis game with like only 16 like characters per line of dialogue was able to construct a more nuanced story than Awakening did.
Yes.
My stance is, I really liked Sacred Stones and I really liked Awakening.
I think Sacred Stones is good, and I liked Path of Radiance, but not Radiant Dawn. And I would like more of that,
Yeah.
I guess is what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Three Houses was a very thoroughly written video game, and a pretty well written video game is the standard of Fire Emblem, which generally is not like super high.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
like, I don't know, like,
Well-
obviously they're doing something different. I'm glad it's Omega Force writing it again.
Yeah.
I'm not,
I mean,
I
I
kind of lost faith in intelligent systems knowing how to make a Fire Emblem.
I'm glad it is Omega Force again, and I'm excited to see what this is. It's just I just don't want them to. I want them to keep exploring. You know, I want them to keep. I don't want them to be like, oh, we're just doing all the things you liked about. Because the last time they did all the things you liked about the previous Fire Emblem, we got Fates.
Yeah.
Because Fates was like, oh, you really like the future kids from Awakening. Okay, well, we'll do that again.
Well, you know what? Here's my consolation, Ben. If they were only people pleasing for what people liked or didn't like about Three Houses, I don't think they would have brought the artist back, but they did. So clearly, they have their own opinions about how Fire Emblem should be made that are irrespective of what people actually think about it. So,
well,
I have faith. It'll probably be good.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. That was the direct. It was okay. Balatro update delayed as developer preserves hobbyist approach to ensure this isn't the last update the game gets. He's playing Silk Song.
He's playing Silk Song.
He said as much. He's like, I'm playing Silk Song. It'll be done when it's done.
It's done when
That's
it's done
right.
because
He
I want to play
doesn't-
Silk Song instead. He's probably made like $11 trillion off the game.
Much like the staff of Silk Song, he doesn't need to do anymore, so he doesn't want it to become a burden.
Yeah, it's a hobby. He doesn't want to just become like a boring 9 to 5.
Yeah.
See, I chose to believe this is actually a Yuri yearning happening, and that he is in fact taking a break because he's sad that what's that fucking game called? That the Tower of whatever, that ultra roguelite.
Oh yeah.
What's that fucking game called?
I don't know. I know what you're talking about though.
Oh my fucking god! I feel like such a hack fraud.
Oh no.
What's that shit that Jenny's always playing? Fuck! I feel like an idiot.
Not Risk of Rain.
No. Fuck, I don't know.
I
Whatever. If you're listening to this podcast, you know what game I'm talking about, and you're screaming in your ear. I'm sorry. That they're making a sequel to it. That roguelite that literally everything for the last fucking 7 years has been knocking off. The thing that they made Darkest Dungeon 2, not Darkest Dungeon, so they could rip that game off instead. That sequel that was supposed to come out in early access this year got delayed into 2026, and I choose to believe that he's having Yuri roguelite sadness, and he wants to wait until it's closer to
Slay the Spire.
Slay the Spire,
That
that's the one, yeah, okay.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. Thank
No
you so much for
problem.
saving my
You're
life.
so welcome. Because I needed to remember it too. I'm like, Saturn's talking. I have to Google this.
Yeah, so that one was originally slated to come out this year, but as of Steam, its release has been delayed until March of next year. So I'm choosing to believe that he's just sad about that.
That's fair.
Yeah. Tariffs bite Xbox fans even harder as Microsoft again increases Xbox Series SX prices in the US.
They're so stupid.
$650 for a
Six-
Series X.
For a thing that nobody wants to own. That's incredible.
If you're in the Discord, you've already heard my opinions about this thing. But just to reiterate them for the podcast listening audience who might not hang out with us in there. $650 for a Series X, right?
Yeah.
Comical first when you consider the fact that a Switch 2 with no games is $200 cheaper.
Correct.
And it's a Switch 2, and things that are relevant that people are playing are coming out on it.
That's right.
But you're like, well, Saturn, like the Switch 2 is basically a souped up PS4. Like, I want something that has beautiful looking video games on it. And my brother, let me tell you, from Sony Direct, you can get a very beautiful custom cover PlayStation 5 Slim with Ghosts of Yotei for an entire, like, $50 cheaper.
And
that comes up with Ghost of Yotei.
Yeah, it's a better console that comes with a video game and not a Series X by itself in 2025 for $650 United States dollars.
This reminds me of those like fucking those fucking like shit post memes you'll see of like a restaurant, like a fast food place in like a different country, where they like break down like the prices of like, you know, you can get like 5 pieces of chicken or 10 pieces of chicken. And you're like, it costs more per piece to get the 10 piece.
That's right.
Like, and you know what? If you're feeling spency, if you're like, hey, I want a premium gaming experience, and like, I don't care if it's going to cost me $650 or more dollars. You can get a PS5 Pro for just $100 more, and that game can run Rebirth at 4K 60 with like no ghosting artifacts.
It's so funny.
You can't do that on a Series X. Fuck off.
It's so funny to me.
This is insane. This is ridiculous.
To just raise the price to basically turn the Series X into like a console nobody needs, right? Like, which it already was. Like, make no mistake, the Series X was already a console nobody wants. But like, even more so now, because like, in either direction, if you're like, well, I don't want to spend that much money, cool, buy a Switch 2. Well, I want like high fidelity gaming. Okay, well, spend $100 more and get a PS5 Pro. Like,
right.
It's like, because the gap is so big, there's no reason truly to get like that middle of the range option, right?
Right.
Because like the gap between just going hot, like, because like, if you want budget, then get a Switch 2. If you want high end, or even if you just want middle of the road, get a PS5 Pro. You're only spending a little bit more. Right? Like, in the grand scheme of things, you're spending $100 more. That's it to get a PS. Like, just spend the extra $100, right? Like,
yeah,
that's
like,
such an easy upgrade to sell to somebody. Like, it's a console for nobody now.
It's
and the thing is, like, is Sony going to do this soon? Yeah, you know,
probably, yeah.
But like, Microsoft having money, I have to stress this, having more money than God. Like, I'm going to give you a little business lesson here. If you're listening to this, whoever is doing shit over there, because you clearly need it. I'm not a business degree. I don't have a business degree, but I clearly know a little bit more what's going on. Since you can afford to sit around, you should be going, well, I know Sony's going to do this, so I'm going to wait so that I either defer the cost of them, the PR cost of them first, or otherwise, like, wait on it just long enough to get the PR boost of not having driven my cost up before then eventually relenting. You do not have the market share to go, yeah, we're jacking this shit up, buy it or shut up. Like, who do you think you are?
Xbox,
it's so funny.
Every generation, Xbox makes some, either makes a colossal fuck up or acts on Sony's colossal fuck up. You think by now they would have learned. Because Xbox could sweep in with the 360 and knock down the $599 US, right? They could win that by being like, our shit does not cost $600. And then they fucked up in 8th or 7th gen or 8th gen with their whole disc with their whole always online thing that Sony could sweep down like vultures and kick their ass on that. Like, our console doesn't always have to be online. You can just share games with your friends, all that stuff. And now here, Microsoft blinked first and jacked up the price of their console. So now Sony can jack up the price of their console, but not as much, and still win.
What's the post always that Sony could drown while it's raining?
Yeah.
But like their competitor is somebody who's the champion of slamming their dicks in doors 5 years in a row or something.
Yeah, no, I always thought it was an aggro-ism for some reason, but I guess it's
a post. It's like, a Twitter post.
It might have been aggro, but like it. I don't know for sure.
We're like, yeah, that, and it's like that. Microsoft is the 10 years running champion of slamming their dick in a car door.
Yeah, exactly, for no good goddamn reason.
And it's like, we live in a world where these are the two like, Nintendo is successful principally because they're just up against fucking Beavis and Butthead. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the animosity towards Nintendo, both on an ethical level and also in a we're going to fuck you and your wallet at the same time level, is at an all-time high. But they're still doing gangbusters because, like, look at the competition.
Look at the competition. They're both idiots. They don't know what they're doing.
The fucking Mr. Krabs against Plankton comparison is so apt for
so
Nintendo
true.
versus other markets.
Mm-hmm. Like
It's
that's
so
who your competitors are. No wonder
Like-
you're doing so well.
Like, yeah, they're incredibly greedy, and they will trade you. They will sell your soul for a nickel easily. But look at their competition.
It's
Nintendo
incredible.
has put out more first-party Switch games this year already than I think Microsoft has put out for maybe the entirety of the Series X lifespan.
God, I finally found the post. I've been looking for it.
Oh, good.
Sony is run by people who would drown if it rained, and they still have no competition because Microsoft is the 8-year champion of slamming your dick in the car door.
It's
That's correct.
that's it. That's 100% correct.
That's it. 100%. That's all it's ever been. It's incredible.
Speaking of audacious stupidity, that claim is startling. Tencent fires back at Sony's lawsuit accusing it of cloning Horizon with Light of
That's
Motiram.
insane. Like, I know they have to defend themselves, but that's insane.
I want to read the quote from Tencent.
Uh-huh.
Their defense quote. Okay.
Okay.
Please.
By suing over an unreleased project that merely employs the same time-honored tropes embraced by scores of other games released both before and after Horizon, like Enslaved, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Far Cry Primal, Far Cry New Dawn, Outer Wilds, Biomutant, and many more, Sony seeks an impermissible monopoly on genre conventions.
Incredible.
No, you dumb fucks! It's because these games look exactly the same!
It is that they are like, I know we've been over that. They are so fucked. Like, there's a reason Sony filed this in American court. They may as well just lie down and die. There's no hope.
Their defense. This isn't about fucking both your games having gliders or like a wall climbing like mechanic. It's because you use the fucking exact same designs. Like, you clearly stole these.
Like, if you just didn't have the paper trail of we talked to them about doing it and then came up with this very suspiciously shortly after, then, like, maybe you'd be able to skirt something out. Maybe you might get a Judge credulous go, I don't know. You're so fucked. It's bad. It's so over.
Here's another quote from the article. Tencent also alleges that Sony already knew Horizon wasn't an original idea when it was in development, citing a documentary in which Horizon Zero Dawn art director Jean-Bart Van Beek reportedly says there were concerns during planning that the game was too similar to Bandai Namco's 2013 game, Enslaved Odyssey to the West. No, idiot! This is about, like, that concern was about, like, the games, like, kind of having a similar vibe or similar mechanics in them, not looking exact, like, to the point where people can't tell if it's a Horizon screenshot or a Light of Motiram screenshot.
I have seen cell phone manufacturers lose cases that looked better than this.
The exact lawsuit from Sony claims that Light of Motiram's use of a young redheaded female protagonist and tribal groups fighting for survival among large robotic animals in a post-apocalyptic world.
The thing is, Light of Motiram, or however you say it, when the news first broke about this thing, and they were showing all of the headlines on all the gaming websites were showing the splash art for Light of Motiram, I saw it and thought it was a Horizon thing.
Yeah.
So
You could
look at it and go like, well, I mean, I guess it's interesting you're showing this Horizon art, but where's the game that's supposed to be ripping it off?
Yeah, like
exactly.
you could easily play a game that is Horizon or Light and just like show us a screenshot.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of amazing.
Well, and it's the funniest thing to me too, and this is such an unforced error on this part. Because like I did, out of curiosity, and I don't think I might have talked about this on the show. I did go and watch some of their like the YouTube videos they had of like their development for the game or whatever, and it's like when you're not looking at the art,
No, the gameplay is totally different.
Yeah.
The game looks like a Naked Pal World ripoff in a way that's really unambiguous, but unfortunately all their concept art is very clearly like we did an AI process over some Horizon art and just told someone to draw over it, which is why we got that. And it's like, man, you could have just done literally. You could have just made it look like, I don't know, like all that shit-ass painterly style they use for Hearthstone or whatever, and nobody would have said anything.
I'm looking... Okay, so I just quickly Googled Light of Motoram to see, like, a gameplay thing. Their fucking logo even looks like the Horizon logo.
It's literally, like that alone is plagiarism, right?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't change it 20%. Sorry, guys.
Like, Tencent having the audacity to be like, what? What? Okay, I'm sorry. You're mad because our game is in the wilderness. Okay? Oh, look at Sony. They want to claim every game that's in a forest is their property now.
I mean, look at this. This is what you get when you Google it. Like, yeah, the gameplay is totally different, but no, you are literally stealing Horizon's branding. I'm sorry.
That's what the box art of Horizon Zero Dawn looks like.
Yeah, like 100%. Okay. So it's very funny. You know, they didn't even try to change. They didn't even try to change what the protagonist looks like that much. Like, I
know
it. Okay.
It's so funny. It's so funny that they have the audacity to be like, what? What did we do?
Why are you mad?
It's also not just that she's like a redhead and kind of like vaguely tribal-y like clothes in this side of thing. It's also like the color balance of her outfit is very similar as well. Like using a lot of the same like blues and whites and browns and stuff. Also, looking at it closely, her shoes kind of look exactly like those leveling sandals from FF14. You know, the Panegyris set or whatever.
Oh my god, they do, yes.
Man. They're so
god. It's so funny. It's just so funny to be like, what did we do?
I love the audacity. Like, I know they have to defend themselves because they are being sued, but like, I don't know. I think there's probably another attack you could have taken instead of just being like, we're just little guys. You can't copyright like an aesthetic.
When this lawsuit first came up, we talked about it, but like, you know, be like, what? It's not the same. Go into the game files and change all the hues, all the white hues in the robots to black.
Right.
And then be like, what? It's different. It's completely different.
Yeah.
So fun. The claim is startling.
The claim is startling.
What? This comes out of nowhere.
We're just little guys. We're just Tencent.
You think we're trying to rip off? Oh, why would you think that though?
No,
we're just little guys.
We're Tencent. We do so much good for the industry. We paid Jeff Keighley to do puff pieces on one of our employees.
Yeah,
who nominally is doing something to help unemployed game developers, even though he's a PR agent for Tencent.
You say we're a ripoff of this Horizon Zero Dawn? I've never heard of it before.
Horizon Zero Dawn is my favorite Gundam.
Bad to
say. This one got confirmed literally like a half hour ago. Yakuza Kiwami 3 mentioned spotted on a series official website. Yeah, they're making Kiwami 3.
They're making Kiwami 3.
I can't believe we're doing one for 3. This is so notoriously the first 3 games were all written by a true crimes novelist. The third one, nobody believes that that's actually true because among many things that happens, 9 orphaned children knock down a bulldozer. A man one-ups the concept of Baki by wrestling and killing 2 bulls in a ring. And a guy with a Viper tattoo punches a CIA agent.
You know.
And gets away with it.
And there's
fine.
also like an evil white guy and a Japanese guy who I remember at the time thinking weirdly looked kind of like Adam Sandler.
Yes.
I think after 3 though, like you don't need to remake anything else.
You shouldn't, but it would be really funny to do 4 because the big draw about 4 was that one of the 4 protagonists, because it does the GTA 5 thing, was a very famous and extremely dated J-Rock star who is now in prison for cocaine and
I remember that
pornography possessions.
Oh yeah, they're recasting him.
Yeah, they had to change his face for 5, I think.
Mm-hmm. When he shows up again in 5, it's a different guy.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, maybe they should clean up 4 and do that. That would be funny. But yeah, no, Kiwami 3, cool. It's gonna be a Kiwami. It's gonna be the same remake as 1 and 2 got. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we do this for long enough, we'll eventually get to a point where they're making a Kiwami.
Yeah, they're Kiwami.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like how when they remade Diamond and Pearl Pokemon, I'm like, that's kind of too far. You extended yourself a bit. You overextended, I think. There's some overlap that didn't need to happen there.
Alright, what's next?
Next, Netflix sensation K-pop Demon Hunter is headed to Fortnite in new crossover.
That's so good.
That makes sense.
That. That's so funny. That makes so much sense.
Like,
that's such easy money. That's cheap heat.
I think I have literally never in my life been less surprised by hearing about a new property getting Fortnite tie-in.
Yeah.
Like, Fortnite already has such like a pop aesthetic to it.
Mm-hmm.
That like, yeah, this obviously.
Those character designs are like perfectly suited for Fortnite, like immaculately so.
Did you hear the other Fortnite upcoming crossover news?
No.
There's a very credible rumor that apparently they're putting Sonic and Shadow in there.
Good.
So good, yes.
That's so good.
That'd be so funny.
Will they give Sonic and Shadow robot legs like Morty got when Rick and Morty got put in, or will they just make them really big?
Make them big.
I hope it's big.
I hope they make them big.
I think it would be funniest if they made them huge. Like, bigger than people.
Do it. Make them big. It'd be really funny. I think Sonic should be taller than Rumi K-pop Demon Hunters. Right?
That would be hilarious to see.
Yeah, so, no, but that makes perfect sense.
This is...
Demon Hunters in Fortnite. That tracks, yeah.
It's the kind of thing where if you somehow didn't know what K-pop Demon Hunters was and you saw these characters in Fortnite, you'd be like, oh, there's just original Fortnite characters.
Those are just Fortnite characters, yeah, totally.
Yeah. Finally, we're finally going to see Zoe get a gun that she always should have had.
Yeah, Zoe deserves... I think you should give Zoe a gun. Like, I like that they gave her the little throwing knives.
Yeah.
It's like the whole idea is that all 3 of them are using, like, traditional, like, weapons that, like, Korean shamans used and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, like, because it's like, you're doing, like, a Korean history thing. That's cool. That's fun. But also, I think you should give Zoe a gun. I think that movie would be 15 minutes long if you gave Zoe a gun.
But also, Zoe grew up in America canonically, so, like, she should have gotten a gun.
Yeah, so, you would solve a lot of problems in that movie really, really fast if you gave her a gun. So, just jot that one down.
Mm-hmm. A few more articles here. This is a big one. Steel Ball Run anime's first trailer kicks off. We saw it. They fucking drew those horses.
They drew the horse?
They're not 3D horses. They're actually drawn.
Wow.
They actually drew horses. They look terrible in animation, but they drew horses.
Well, yeah.
They did not.
Better look awful.
They did not get Johnny and Gyro's voice actors from Eyes of Heaven or All-Star Battle. They did not get Dio's voice actor to play Diego. But he might be playing another character that appears later, so it might be okay. But yeah, no, it looks good. It looks like JoJo.
I haven't watched that trailer yet because I've still been too busy with everything. But
I don't really know anything about JoJo, but I believe you.
I also know it wouldn't matter to me what that trailer looks like. It's part 7, so I am going to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it could look like fucking dog water, and it's like, oh, it's part 7 though. Yeah, it's 48 seconds long. So it's coming to Netflix. Hopefully they'll still release it weekly.
In a
they're doing
sane
an entire
way.
Netflix. They're doing an entire Netflix release for 48 seconds of anime.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, hopefully they don't fucking kill it like they did part 6.
That's correct.
Release it weekly.
They've been. I will say, part 6 came out before they were really like super about doing the weekly releases, and I feel like since they've kind of found like, because like they did Dungeon Meshi weekly, they did
Yeah,
they did I think they did Edge Runners weekly as well, didn't they?
I think so.
I think so.
But like they've definitely been finding some success doing that, so I imagine at least it's more likely they'll do this one as a weekly release as well.
Yeah, JoJo Friday is an institution.
That's
like
correct.
it's important to the culture of the fandom to have JoJo Friday. We fucking harvested the fucking panels of part 3. It's finally a Friday. Yes.
Finally
Friday.
I will say part 7 is standalone enough that it would be funny depending what we're doing on Anime Sundays when that comes out. Just go, here's our weekly part 7 bumper.
Oh, Saturn, we should do that.
I think it would be.
We should 100% be like, whatever we're watching, and here's the capper, it's another episode of part 7.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should, if you're going to watch any JoJo at all, part 4 and part 7 are the ones you should watch.
Okay.
Because part 4 is just Persona 4 and Twin Peaks, and part 7 is really fucking good and stupid.
Okay.
And finally, we're recording this a day early, so we're gonna miss this one. We're gonna talk about it next time.
No.
State of Play is set for December 24th, tomorrow.
Yeah, damn it. We're gonna miss.
Whoops.
Shit, we should have done that tomorrow. It's fine.
It's okay.
It's fine. We'll talk about it next week. Don't worry about it.
So look forward, since we're not going to talk about it today, look forward to fucking like Wolverine being revealed.
Of course. Don't worry about it.
Look.
It's fine. Listen, Silent Hill F comes out this week, and I have to have a real come to Jesus moment with myself if I'm going to buy it or not, and I'm probably going to buy it 'cause I'm stupid. But I still want to play 100 Line, a bunch of stuff, but also, if that game is good, I need to spend money on it so that they'll make another one and keep giving Ryukishio 7 money. It's very, very important
That's right.
that they keep giving Ryukishio 7 money.
So that game had its deluxe edition come out, right? Which is like the, hey, 2 days before. Like, man, some of the things I have seen people say about that game, we are back to 7th gen racist game coverage.
Oh boy, we are so back.
I have heard like the primary complaints is the combat feels like shit, which I'm like, yes!
Yes, let's go!
This isn't
so
Resident
back.
Evil!
We're so fucking back.
I saw a review where someone was like, this story is way too anime. It seems more like Higurashi, and then describing Higurashi in a way that's very clearly, not only did I not read it, I also didn't look at the Wikipedia summary. I just looked at pictures of Higurashi and decided what it was probably about.
Correct.
So like, we're back. It's time for video game press to get really bad and awful again.
Cool.
I'm so happy, folks.
We're gonna get
Adam Sessler is going to hell forever.
We're gonna get some mid 2000s European magazine level of racist.
Yeah.
And the worst part is none of the fucking like actual sites really exist anymore. So people are doing this for free.
Yeah.
Just for fun, just because.
No one's getting paid to have bad opinions. They're just being dipshits for the love of the game.
Because they just love being dipshit. Like, damn, have some self-respect.
It really is 20 years ago all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just learned that Kiwami 3 is gonna have an English voice dub.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
Cool. Well, there you go.
Just like how Zero now has an English voice.
They're
dub.
putting that dub out on other consoles too.
Can we please get them to use the Hollywood stunt casting money they used to get Danny Trejo in Pirate Game to have Adam Sandler as Ricky's English dub voice actor? It would make me so happy. Please, you have to do it.
Oh, Saturn. To be clear, he was in Like a Dragon. Infinite Wealth.
That's right. That's right.
They got Samoa Joe to be in Pirate Yakuza.
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
use that money. You can get Adam Sandler. I think you can.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, that's about it. We'll see what that state of play looks like, and yeah, I'm also excited to play Silent Hill F.
I'm very excited to play Silent. I also forgot to mention in things I did. I watched I just looked at my phone, so I was reminded of it. I watched the pilot for that new Dana Terrace show.
Oh,
I
did that too.
Yeah, it's good.
That's good.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think it's very strange and interesting.
I would say, it is a shame that this happened right as the boycotting started, so now we can't watch Owl House. But I have great news. There's no good way to watch that, so we're going to have to pirate that shit anyway.
I was going to pirate it anyways, because there's no universe where I have a Disney Plus subscription.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, don't worry. I have a hookup for that one.
But real quick, by the way, I did post a picture of Yakuza Adam Sandler in
God, hang on.
God, you're
he's
right.
Great. No, here's the thing.
I hate it.
Rikia is the sweetest, kindest character in that entire series, let alone that single video game.
He is a puppy dog. However, he does look a little bit like Adam Sandler, so you have to have him be played by Adam Sandler.
He's also almost certainly actually gay, as opposed to implied to be gay.
Good for him.
Well, good for him.
Oh, I forgot that. I haven't played that video game too long.
I'm excited to play more Yakuza now that they're all being dubbed. Yay.
Rikia, my beloved.
I was going to say that I'm also, I don't own a Disney Plus account. I'm using my former coworker's Disney Plus account.
That's funny.
To watch things.
No, but
that's working class solidarity.
That's right. But Knights of Guinevere was good. I like it a lot. I wish there was a way to fund it that didn't involve buying trinkety crap that I don't need. I don't know why they do that. I would love to understand the business decision there. Like, have they just done the research to see that it's easier to make money if you sell somebody like a little piece of merch?
Considering stuff like the Amazing Digital Circus and how popular that is, like, I'm betting for Glitch Productions, like, it is just the easiest way to make money is to sell trinkety crap to people.
Yeah, genuinely, I think it is kind of a George Lucas situation where the creators have merchandising rights, so most of their money is going to come from that, and based on what happened with the previous two, they can make good money off of it. So we don't necessarily have to buy anything to support them. They're going to get supported by themselves.
I think the thing that just gets struck by me is just like, it just came out, and like the immediacy with which there are like PVC figurines and acrylic stands and plushes and whatever, like it just makes me feel weird about it. It's like, okay, but
it does feel weird.
It is
really
a thing.
Need me to buy this when you have this stuff already so prepared.
It is the thing I don't like about Glitch is that despite being an independent company, they feel really corporate.
Like my big problem is also just that, like, it feels like one of the big things that's in that pilot is about, like, the Disney Corporation produces a lot of plastic crap and it ends up in the oceans, and it's like, you produce a lot of waste. I guarantee you somebody used the term future landfill fodder to talk about somebody's TikTok like Christmas decoration haul video, and I have not been able to stop thinking about it. Like, when I see all this crap, I'm like, this is all just gonna be in a landfill in 2 to 10 years, right? Like, nobody's gonna keep their Knights of Guinevere plushie for 20 years, right? Like, and so I just see it and I'm like, I don't want any of this shit, but I think this show is good. I would like to give Dana Terrace $30 to $40 normal style. Yeah. Right? Like, can I just do that, like, on Patreon or something?
Dana Terrace, clearly you're already willing to discuss, like, selling out significant, huge parts of the likenesses of your characters for, some... Have you considered just working with Epic Games to put Pomni in Fortnite?
That's what I'm saying. Put Guinevere and Pomni from Guinevere from Knights of Guinevere and that little clown bitch from Digital Circus. Put them in Fortnite and make your money to make your cartoon, to make your gay cartoons that I like. I think that's fine.
Fortnite is not good as like either a video game or like a force in the industry. But the amount of waste generated by Fortnite is, I would say, equivalent to literally anything else I'm doing on my computer that I am on anyway.
Right.
Exactly.
It's a kind of a net zero proposition. I would feel significantly better about buying a Fortnite.
Yeah, I would just like a Kickstarter page or something where I just give Dana Terrace like $20 and then they ask, do you want like a t-shirt? And I go, no, not really. I would just like 8 to 12 episodes of Knights of Guinevere. Thank you very much. That's it, really. So, you know, but I think that show is good. I think it's really beautifully animated, and I think like it has really cool character designs. Shocking no one, Dana Terrace is good at character design. Word. Oh, what?
I think
it's really crazy they don't have like a Patreon or something. It's like such cheap heat.
I know.
It's
I think that they're just kind of like they found their way to make money, and it's through crap.
It's just but I don't want to buy their crap, and but I don't want to like give them money. Like I hate buying crap. I spent $3 on a Cubone plushie, and that's only because he was already at a Goodwill. You know what I mean?
That's crap someone else already bought.
Exactly.
And even worse, I bought Hambone because Sarah was thinking of not doing it.
I was just holding him.
I was the one who caved.
I was just holding him in Goodwill, and I'm like, I don't need this. And then Gwenny's like, I'm buying it anyways. I'm like, okay, thank you. And now I own a Hambone.
I have plastic crap, but I'm looking over at it and it's like, almost all of this is stuff that I bought because someone else already bought it. It's just like, I have a bunch of Gunpla that I haven't assembled yet, and like I think literally every single one of these was secondhand.
Yeah.
So
like,
the rumor, the theory might be apparently that they do not have a Patreon because they get funds from the Australian government.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So they might not be able to open a Patreon.
I guess that makes sense.
Because they'll probably lose their funding as well.
That actually tracks, because I've always wondered how the fuck does Procreate make any money, but they're also an Australian software developer. And like, I know that Apple likes them, and they probably get some money from Apple beyond like the sales of their thing. But like, Procreate is an art program for your iPad that costs $10 once. And it is they update it all the time. And I'm like, how the fuck does that company stay in business? No one sells $10 productivity software anymore. Everything's like, here's Clip Studio Paint. It costs like $50 a year.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
And the answer is, I guess, just like maybe just get free money from the Australian government for being COG.
I guess that, I mean, yeah, if you're like it's kind of like, you know, other countries are more civilized than us, so they have like arts funding programs that they can then take that money and distribute elsewhere, right?
Yeah, as an American, it's just impossible for me to imagine a government that was like, hey, you're cool, have some walking around money.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
Oh, and you're not trying to shake me down? Nah, man, we like your product.
Yeah, why can't we have a $10,000 check?
Like
that's why all those crazy games come from Finland. Because the Finnish people are just like getting subsidized or whatever. Just like, hey, go make a fun video game. We'll call it an educational expense. Let's just do that.
They just cut you money. And it's like, oh, okay, sure.
Imagine the kind of culture that we'd actually have if we had arts funding. Can you imagine that?
Could you imagine?
I can't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I hope they make more episodes of Knights of Guinevere. That's the
I'm
point
sure
I'm trying to make. It's really good.
Glitch,
I enjoyed
Glitch
it
Productions
a lot.
is good about that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it quite a lot. I think it's pretty. I like the fucked up robot girl. I like the regular. There's like a big, beautiful robot girl in it, Saturn. And she looks like she got hit by a bus, so it's cool.
She rules.
Yeah, she's great.
She's like violent and terrifying and kind of spooky, so like 10 out of 10.
In keeping with what Dana Terrace likes to do, despite standards and practices, she gets away with a lot of body horror in the Owl House.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see that taking off the limiters lets her go real wild with this one.
Yeah. They go super crazy. There's like blood and guts, and it looks really good. and I like all the main character designs. I think it looks nice. I'm very excited for more. Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, I wish I knew what Matthew Kassan was up to. He's the guy who did all like the character art and like a lot of the character art for Owl House.
Oh, probably
I have
working
no idea
on
what he's up to.
this.
He used to be like way more active on Tumblr and stuff like that, and then like at some point around late Owl House life, he's kind of like, I don't know, I don't post it anymore.
That's fair.
I don't have the energy for any of this crap.
Yeah, that's fair.
Everybody who worked on Owl House got burned out by life in general because of the end of how Owl House turned out.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Great show, you'd like it, but
Yeah. I have finished. I actually gotta watch that show at some point. It's on the list. There's a lot to watch and do and play.
There's so much.
What do you mean Silent Hill F comes out in like 2 days?
I can't have things come out. I have other things to do first.
I got other stuff I want to play.
I had a crazy interaction, speaking of that, by the way. Did you also get it on GMG, Sarah, or are you waiting on that?
No, I should have gotten it on GMG, and I don't know if it's still available.
So I got it on GMG. They sent me a code 24 hours later, like, hey, we sent you the wrong code. Here's a new code. We need you to remove the game we gave you from your Steam library and put in the new code. I'm like, this sounds crazy, but sure, I'll do it, whatever, because worst case scenario, I'll just like complain and like charge back on PayPal.
Yeah, sure.
And the new code worked.
Okay.
But I'm kind of like, they didn't tell me what was wrong about the first code.
That's weird. I wonder if they
creepy.
gave you. I wonder if they gave you like a review code that they weren't supposed to distribute or something.
I don't know, because like it's one of those things where it still said preload, right?
Yeah.
And like it didn't say install or anything like that, but it's still just like, I don't know.
It's very strange.
Serioso.
Yeah.
Very interesting. But I am probably going to buy it because I'm stupid. And I like Silent Hill and I like Ryokishio 7, even though I know I haven't finished Umineko. I'm getting to it, I swear.
You've read enough of Umineko to know that you like Ryukishio 7.
That I trust Ryukishio 7 implicitly with basically anything, right? Like, it doesn't matter what.
I wish more of his writing got localized. He's put out tons of stuff that's just like, nah, this is like a 4-hour Switch visual novel that only came out in Japan. Of course you can't fucking play it over here.
It's so infuriating that Umineko's Switch port never came out in the United States because like my brother, who is much more of a normie than me, like he likes anime and video games, but he is what I would describe as like a normal person about it, right? My brother is way more of a normie than me, but he likes, he's a very voracious reader. And we were talking about Silent Hill F coming out because we both love Silent Hill games growing up. And I was like, oh yeah, this, guy who wrote this game, like I know the writing's gonna be good because the guy who wrote this game wrote this visual novel that I really, really like. And I was going on and on about it. And he was like, oh, that sounds cool. How do I play it? I was like,
you don't.
Oh, I actually did put one of his thing. Hold on a second. Is it really?
It's impossible because, like, yes, you can buy it on Steam, but like you shouldn't buy it on Steam. But you have to buy it on Steam, but it has the bad pachinko art in it. So you, my normie brother, have to go install the mod that takes the bad art and replaces it with the good art from the PlayStation 3 version. Okay, like I need you to go do that before you read Umineko. And like the thing is that the Switch version that came out in Japan that never came out in America is that. It's just that. It's just Umineko with all the voice acting and all the nice like visual transitions and shit and the PlayStation 3 art, and it's just on a Switch cartridge. And
also there's things in that version that aren't in the mod version because they're engine things that you could only do in the actual PS3 game that you just
can't do.
They made that Steam version like fucking dog shit. It can't
sucks.
do any of that.
So you have to, like, if you want to play the best version of Umineko in English, you have to play the emulated Switch version on your computer, which I'm not even going to do. And I would not consider myself a normie, but I am lazy. And my brother is a normal guy, so I can't just be like, yeah, go play the Switch version because I don't want you to see that Switch version art. It's bad. I can't tell him to play the Steam version. I want you to see the Switch version. And it's just like, I know that game bankrupted that studio, but have you considered still just this once
Trying again?
putting it on the Switch in English, please?
So I think literally the thing is just like the only reason it's not in English, the literal single reason, is the company who owns those rights, who put that out, they literally just do Japanese VNs. They do not have an English side to their business whatsoever.
It's so sad. Who do I have to call to make this happen? I'll do
Technical Group Laboratory Incorporated.
Okay, well, Oates, you speak a little bit of Japanese. We've got a plan.
You got your mission.
This is our mission,
Okay.
is to somehow get the Switch version of Umineko Nanako Koroni in English in the United States, just so that my normie brother can play Umineko and understand, because I think he'd like it. I think he would like it, but I can't make it. He would like it. He would like it a lot,
Yeah.
but I can't make him play it. So
I think it's so easy to mod that game on Steam.
I'm just gonna do it for him.
If you just go look, you just buy a thing, you install the first one, you open this web page and just like let it tell you what it thinks is good, and then just press the button and let it do it, and you'll be okay. And then you just remember, you just gotta remember, when it says don't have them both installed at the same time, listen to them. You don't want to have them both installed at the same time anyway. It's fine.
So it's fine.
Just set it up for him.
It's 2 parts, and the first part is going to take you bare minimum 2 months.
It's fine.
It did not take me 2 months, but
Well, that's because
You're not the father of like 5.5 kids.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. How did we record a 3-hour podcast?
We got to get out of here.
It wasn't supposed to be 3 hours.
I got work at 5. We got to wrap this up.
We're done.
Okay.
We're done. Thank you to Broke Free Views of Record Music. Email us at thegorgepodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on our social medias. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/thegorge. Twitch.tv/thegorgepodcast.
Yes. And also twitch.tv/mystery systems, because we stream there a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're going to get back to...
It's going to be a while before I get back to that, because I'm very busy, as I've said multiple times this episode, but, it's fine.
We're going to get back to Ace Attorney investigations later this week, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And, we're going to do the reboot tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
That's right. Is that it? What do we say?
What do we got?
What do we got?
Fuck intelligent systems?
Oh, yeah.
fuck
Fuck
'em.
Incense, for sure. Yeah,
well, the problem is Instance isn't getting fucked anymore, and that's their problem.
That's
they're no longer...
They're in the chair right now.
They're definitely in the chair
right now. Watching everybody...
Fuck Toga. Fuck Toga from Utena. That
Oh
guy
my god, that guy sucks.
Yeah, that guy sucks shit.
It's incredible.
Wow.
It's so much fun.
What a monster.
Also, I was also going to say fuck Anthony's brother, but also don't actually do that. I don't.
That's a trap.
Yeah, no, that happens textually, and it's not good.
I don't like that.
You to stop doing that.
It's been really fun. It was Saturn. The hardest I've ever laughed in one of these streams is when it cut to that bit with Auntie taking off her glasses, and you just went, "Oh." Oh, it's like, yeah, buddy, we're in Utena now.
Oh, we're here. Okay.
I'm always saying it's not really a intrigue drama if siblings aren't fucking each other.
It's so true.
It's why they keep putting it in Fire Emblem, whether you like it or not.
It's why Crimson Peak is as good as
I was literally about to say that's why Crimson Peak is.
That's right, baby.
Why it's the best one.
That's right, baby.
Such a good movie. Oh god. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.